Welcome back, everyone, to Iron Fang Invasion once more, to the climax of Book 5, which will be very interesting. We'll see how it all goes. There's some apprehensiveness all around, I think. You guys have come from, near death many a time, and we'll see if it continues today or not. But I guess as a quick recap, last session we had a lot of discussion, a lot of back and forth about what the party should do with the hobgoblin captives, and eventually the party decided that they wanted to get whatever information the hobgoblins could provide, and that meant giving back the hobgoblins gear and such and allowing them to leave unharmed. Well, alive at least. They were still pretty harmed. But they learned a fair bit from that. They learned the entrance of the way to get to Arlantia and the code. The hobgoblins didn't know the code, but they knew enough that you guys figured it out quite easily. You also learned a little bit about, how Multhune was getting attacked and the progress of the Iron Fang Legion in that front. You learned that there was one other member of the hobgoblins who was not present. They surmised that he's probably somewhere with Arlantia, and they warned that he was a powerful warrior. And that was really most of the session, now that I think about it. A fair chunk of time was spent just discussing what was to be done. We ended with you guys using the code, the phrase, the rhyme, whatever you would like to call it, to open the entrance to Arlantia, where Arlantia is residing. And you did so on the hill, and the acid pool kind of... Well, you didn't do it on the hill, you said it elsewhere, but the acid pool receded and you guys went to the hill. You found an entrance that led further down. And we're actually going to pretend that something happened at that point in time that I had forgotten to try to throw in there, because so much had been going on that session. But we're actually going to pick up where you guys are about to go down, and then we'll skip ahead to where you are now, right in front of Arlantia. But before you guys actually would have come down here, Wendell would have popped out of invisibility along with Meryl, and they would have kind of been fidgeting a little bit with their hands nervously, and then Wendell would eventually say, Wendell has been very honored to travel with you heroes. You fought much more bravely than Wendell ever could. Without the heroes, Wendell and Meryl would never have seen each other again. Wendell is very grateful. And he kind of does a little curt bow. However, Wendell fears that he and Meryl cannot help anymore. We are at our limits to resist the Darkblight already. And he kind of reveals some of the skin around his wrist. And you can see that it is slowly turning an unnatural dark color. You can see the beginnings of the Darkblight affecting him. And he says, Wendell is sure that if the heroes defeat the evil wicked one, that all will return to good. But if Wendell and Meryl continue into even darker blight, then they may be taken over and turn against the heroes. Wendell does not want that. So Wendell thinks it's best if the heroes go on ahead without him and Meryl. And then Meryl would pop in and say, Meryl never agreed to fight the mistress. The evil one must die, but she is powerful like a goddess, and we are no gods. No.
Well, Wendell, we could take care of that blight for you before you go if you want. We've got this handy stick, and it can remove the blight from fey creatures.
Wendell would be like, oh, Wendell would much like that. Yes, Wendell's wrist has been itching very badly.
Oh, okay. Here you go. And I guess Oran will just recite the poem again. And
wait,
Oh.
Doesn't it have so many charges a day?
Let me see if it does or not. Most of its abilities have a per day number of uses, but I don't know if that particular use does.
Yeah, so it says, with all 4 rings, the bearer can recite the full poem as a full round action to purge a single creature within 60 feet of the Darkblight's taint. as if you had cast Remove Curse and Remove Disease. Even removing the Blighted Fey template, all of these only affect fungus and plants infected with the Dark Blight.
Now the other ones have a number per day. Like the Black Tentacles is 1 per day, the Tree Strides 1 per day, and then
So it removes the blight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, what if we use that on the boss?
I thought about that last session at the very end. I was like, I actually measured and I was like, how far is 60 feet? I wonder what would happen if we used that on the boss to see what would happen.
I mean, there is a will save associated with it.
Oh.
What if we don't use it on the boss?
It's a DC 28 will save, so it's pretty high too.
Yeah,
that's not bad. I mean, that's a pretty decent will save. So
it's a pretty decent. DC,
I mean,
yeah.
it's worth a shot. Like I said, I had thought about it last session too. So if we want to give it a go, I'm down for it. But yeah, anyway, I would I would use it on oh my god, what was that?
You used the staff.
That's the sound effect of the staff.
It sounds like a microwave going.
Wendell's like, the radiation burns.
It's just advanced magical fantasy chemotherapy.
Right. Oh, so I'll use it on Wendell.
Okay. And you see that the darkness around his wrist immediately kind of dissipates and he is back to normal, and he kind of bows again and he starts thanking you profusely. But he does remain with his stance that he worries if he goes further. So like, he's been trying to resist the blight this whole time, but he's worried that if he goes to like the heart of the blight, that he might not be able to resist it, and he doesn't know what that would do.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, Oran's not trying to like convince him to stay by doing that. Oran's just like, we can take care of that, and as a thank you for all you've done kind of deal.
Kieran would put his hand on Wendell's shoulder and kneel down to him and say, Wendell, you have been a great help to us in getting us here and leading us, and I owe you personally for bringing me back when we fought Nefexi the dragon, so I respect your decisions. But one thing that I would ask of you is, if you do not see us come out of here within an hour or so, I would ask that you try to find help, and if nothing else, get yourselves out, because that likely means that we have failed.
Wendell nods. He says, yes, Wendell will keep an eye out and from a safe distance, and he will wait for your return, the hero's return.
I also want you to be aware that even seeing us may not be truly us if we have been affected by the same thing that possessed those hobgoblins when they fought us. So just be careful. I don't dare say anything, I don't dare decide on a safe word or anything, because if it's true that Arlantia can hear everything that we're saying, she would already know, but just use caution if you do see us again, and hopefully we will bring good news.
You can see Wendell kind of goes into a deep thought as he's seemingly contemplating some way of verifying your identities, but then eventually he's like, okay, Wendell will be very, very careful. Wendell will observe, and he will be very careful.
We showed you what it looked like on the hobgoblins, right? That the moss that covered them. If you see anything like that on us, then our minds have been taken from us.
He nods again. Says, oh, so if Wendell were to secretly set you on fire, would that free you? Because fire burns plants.
Yes, it does, but it also burns bodies too and causes much pain, so...
How would one secretly set one on fire?
Ooh, Wendell can go invisible, so Wendell would set you on fire and then be invisible, and so you wouldn't see him.
I would still sense you, Wendell. I can sense you with my dragon senses, so if you're going to do that, don't choose me.
Ah, okay.
Well, Wendell, we appreciate all you've done for us. In our task down here, you have been quite the ally. We couldn't have done it without you. Or at least gotten to this point.
Yeah, Wendell smiles. You can see that he looks proud of himself. He says, yes, well, Wendell will be waiting for the hero's triumphant return.
Yes, and we shall return, because you still owe us, I believe, 3 favors?
Yes, Wendell will be happy to help the heroes in anything when they return. But Wendell just does not know if he can follow you this time.
Understood. It will be dangerous. I, myself, am not looking quite forward to it.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, Wendell doesn't have anything more.
Yeah, Gideon will give him a closing remark. Kind of, I don't know how tall he is, but put a hand on him somewhere and tell him he was very brave and all that.
All right.
You didn't want to just go with the cool guy nod?
No, I thought about it, but we're gonna go a step further of emotional involvement. Just a step.
All right. So after that conversation would have occurred, you guys then would have gone down the opening, and like I said last session at the end, you travel down what must be close to 1,000 feet deeper than you already are, and you eventually come to this opening of a chamber. And as you get to the entrance of this chamber, a loud gong goes off as an alarm spell had been set at the entrance. And you can see in this open area an enormous clot of green, black, and white fungus, pulsing as if 1,000 hearts beat beneath its fleshy surface. It dominates this massive cavern, and you can see it at the bottom right image there. It's kind of hanging in the center of the chamber. You see innumerable thick, fibrous strands sprout from the walls and suspend this growth 50 feet in the air. At the very pinnacle of the fungal bulb is a throne made of wilted yellow flowers braided into twining wicker. Large ledges perch at the cavern's east and west ends, overlooking the cavern floor that is dotted with strands of mushrooms and rancid bubbling pools of goo. So the map to the bottom left of your screen is what is directly below the growth. The map on the bottom right is a kind of a side view of the cavern. So you are standing kind of 50 feet above the floor, and the ceiling is another 50 or so feet above you. So this chamber is quite large. And when you entered, Arlantia was there on her throne, and she kind of called out to you. And I don't remember who it was, but I believe somebody then said they begin casting a spell, and we rolled initiative.
In my defense, there was a pretty long lull where no conversation was had. So yeah, he went to cast a spell.
Yeah, I mean, she finished talking, and she was just kind of sitting there.
What? You guys don't want to try diplomacy on this one? What?
I thought about it, but apparently I paused longer than I thought I did.
I know, and I was thinking over the week what Kieran would say, and I had come up with a kind of cool little thing that he would say, but I don't know if I remember it. I didn't write it down, so I don't know if I remembered enough to say.
I love it when that happens.
I don't know if Jason would give me the opportunity, like if we would take back Gideon's casting a spell.
No, Jessup done. No to Kieran.
I mean, I'm fine with retconning that bit. But if you don't remember what you were gonna say,
you could ad-lib it.
I can try to ad-lib it. So, can you remind me what she said?
Yes, so she had said, "At last, my pitiful admirers have found me. I did worry you'd gotten lost along the way. Welcome to a rather summary end. I admit I'm impressed at your passion. Perhaps I should recruit you to my lovely prince's cause. The First World knows I'm missing enough minions all of a sudden. Shall I turn you into my latest pets? Maybe you make you obedient as I did my precious little hobgoblins? Or maybe you'll choose to sacrifice yourselves to my lord, the Prince of the Blasted Heath, who shall soon frolic in the festering playground that is the Fangwood."
Okay, so as she ends that, Kieran will speak up and he'll say, "I don't know what purpose you serve in the Ironfang Legion. I don't even know what your connection is with them and with Azersi, but what I do know is that you stand between us and them, and we cannot get to them to end this conflict until we go through you. And unfortunately, that means that we're going to have to end this once and for all. This blight has caused harm to so many people, so many creatures. We've seen it on our way here, and it's just gotten worse and worse. So by ending you, we will also free the land from this blight that you have caused, restore it to health, and open it back up to the people of Nirmathos. So unfortunately, we will not be your pets, lady. Today is the day that we will take you down. And if by some stroke we fail here, there will be others. There are others coming for you. You will not survive this.
You can see that a kind of a sad look on her face. And she says, "Oh, you poor mortals, too ignorant, thinking that our prince's love causes harm. Well, no worries. I will do my best to educate you."
And we will do our best to defeat you. Gideon begins casting a spell.
Okay.
Dang it, Gideon!
All right. I believe we had already rolled initiative last session.
Yeah.
Gideon rolled a 6.
Yeah. Long.
So he will not be casting a spell.
I said begins. He begins casting. He does do that.
His spell casting just takes a really long time.
Gideon thinks of casting a spell.
So a 28 for Kieran, a 25 for Jessup, a 19 for Oran, and a 6 for Gideon.
I would actually prefer a 29 if I can use my heightened awareness.
Okay, yeah. Then I will put you ahead of Kieran. All right. Round 1. First up, we have Jessup.
All right. Nothing cool for me, but, you know, the usual. So Jessup will cast. Can you guess? Tiny hut. I'll do haste, I guess.
Tiny hut.
She can't see us. Sorry, yeah. If we can't see her, she can't see us.
We all pile in.
Yeah, it's great. We just start shooting arrows out of the tiny hut.
So, standard action, I will cast haste. A swift action, I will start Inspire Courage. Let me check one of them
All
out.
right.
No, that's a true bard.
Can I do a monster lore on
Oh, he did it. The Holy Trinity.
Well, hold on. Might as well use my lore as well.
What?
This is
All
too
right.
cool. A bard in action.
So what does that get you?
What am I rolling?
This would be a knowledge nature.
That would give me a 38.
Okay. That is enough to identify the creature and get you 4 pieces of information. So you identify Arlantia as a dryad. And I can actually, I don't think I did last session. I can bump up the picture there for you a little bit.
She got like blood on her face, or is that like paint? What is that? That's not how
Probably
you clean
blood.
your sword. That's not how
It's
you clean a sword.
strawberry jam.
So
She was eating a
That's the blight.
sandwich.
I jammed the whole time.
So you identify her as a dryad, and you know that dryads typically are chaotic, good, medium, fey creatures. What would you like to know about dryads?
Sure. Get me, we'll go with defenses and immunities.
Defenses. You know that dryads have a DR. So typically speaking, dryads have DR5 cold iron, and that's about it.
All right. Anything that they are immune to?
Nope, that's about it.
Oh, good. Special abilities that dryads would have?
You know that dryads have a slew of spell-like abilities. In terms of normal special abilities, they have a number of things that are similar to druids. So they have wild empathy. They get a huge bonus on crafting for wood, and they have tree meld, so they can meld into stone but with trees. So those are a couple of their special abilities, not their spell-like abilities.
Gotcha. Can I learn some of the spell-like abilities? I guess for me specifically, I want to know what crowd control abilities that she may have, in addition to, I'm wondering if she has abilities that could allow her to traverse this area much easier.
So you know that druids typically have the ability to cast Entangle at will. They can usually do tree shape, though I don't see that applying in this situation. They do have tree stride a certain number of times per day, and a couple other spell-like abilities that don't really apply, like wood shape. And you know that they have a number of enchantment spell-like abilities.
So, all right, standard action, swift action, free action, 5-foot step, and then can I do a move action to start pulling a potion out of my bag?
Sure.
And I'm assuming, how you might have said, how high are these trunks here that are leading to the cyst or whatever you call them?
So those are strands of fungus that are leading to it, and they basically form a walkway. So like you could move on top of them, and each of them are like 5 feet wide. Some of them look a little bit thinner than that, but for the most part, these strands that you see on the map are 5 feet wide, and you can walk across them like you would a normal surface. Like there's no handrails or anything, so like if you were like bull rushed or something, you'd fall off the edge, but it's only 50 feet down, so you'd survive that fall. But
did you say if it was a difficult terrain for those, or that's just standard?
I don't believe that it says anything about those being difficult terrain. Let me get to the specific bit where it talks about those just to make sure.
Yeah, what material are they?
Yeah, so it says the fungal mass itself is made of three. So you see that it's kind of like 3 tiers where it like goes up and up. So you can see on the map, you see these circles, these faint lines in the circles on the thing itself. Each of those are kind of like a different tier of elevation, kind of like 5 feet up for each one. So you would have to climb those with a check, but otherwise it says it counts as normal terrain. So
neato. Okay, I think I've exhausted my turn here to its fullest.
What color is the liquid that drips from beneath them into the pool below?
like a greenish yellow.
Gross. Cool, thanks.
Somebody cast fly on me or I'll never make it.
I was gonna ask you if you had prepared air or what.
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
Next up is a Kieran.
So I have a question, Jason.
Yes.
And I don't normally ask for this, but with everything that went on, we already backed up a little bit. So can I back up and say I did something before we came down here?
That depends on what the thing you're doing is.
So I have Stone Skin Communal, and I have been saving 1,000 diamond dust for this battle, and it lasts for 10 minutes per level amongst all of us. So I could have cast this when we were talking to Wendell, and it would have lasted, but I don't know because I didn't actually say it in time. It was in my mind, but with everything from last week and then retconning back to Wendell, I completely forgot till I just looked at my sheet.
You guys were casting buff spells before you got here, so I would have assumed that you'd have done that one.
Okay.
I will also say she has been saving said materials.
Yes. So what Stone Skin will give all of you is you will have a pool of 120 hit points, and you basically have DR10 adamantine. So if you get hit by anything that's not an adamantine equivalent weapon, you will have DR10 up to 120 points. So just keep track of that. I usually put I make a bubble with that, so each time you get hit, you'll just have to subtract 10 from that, and once you hit the 120, then it's gone. So that would be on there, and honestly, the timing of it is negligible, but it would be 140 minutes split between each of us, so like 35 minutes or whatever.
Okay.
All right, so that would have happened beforehand. I will step up. I'm going to turn to the rest of them and I will say, do you want to get over there? I can get us over there. I just need to know if you want me to do it. And I will ready a dimension door for if everybody wants to go.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Why did I think of that?
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I was just thinking about it. That's a fantastic idea.
All right.
Yeah. So I guess like what I want the trigger to be is Kieran's going to go regardless. He's just going to wait to see if the rest of them want to go. So I don't know how we'll work that out, but...
Well, you're after Jessup. I mean, that's the only thing is you could do it now if you really wanted to. You just wouldn't have Jessup.
I would probably wait till it comes to be your turn. So like the start of your turn, you could decide, like you could move up and we could do it.
Because you could 5-foot step this turn as well, Kieran.
I mean, I could move action. I did 5-foot step, but I could move action to get like...
Yeah, in a good
here.
position.
And then I'll just wait to see...
Or you could even go one more, and then Oran could 5-foot step.
That's true.
Oh,
so, I mean...
Oh, man, we're pulling out the big brains today.
You guys, I got the tactical grid combat in the brain.
Ooh, Josh had a snap.
So I will move to be next to Jessup and Gideon. So that way, if Jessup wants to go, he just needs to look at me and I can grab him. And then Gideon can touch me. And then if Oran decides he wants to go, he can touch me and then we'll go.
Jessup had an idea of what he was going to do. And then I think as soon as Kieran, because I've been trying to contemplate how to get over there. And as soon as you say it, Jessup looks at you and it's like a stupid grin and the light bulb goes off in his face, so you can tell. He thinks it's a good idea.
He's like, don't smile yet, Jessup. This could backfire on our face.
What has that ever happened?
I will ready for, if Oran does something different, then that'll be my trigger, but I'm waiting for Oran to, well, I guess I have to wait for Gideon. I'm sorry, he's casting a spell, but
Okay.
I don't know how to work this out. I assume everybody wants to go, so I just have to wait for Oran to step up.
Yep. So next up is Oran.
Cool guy nod.
Whoa. He like jumps on Kieran's back.
This is a great idea. He just jumps on you.
That's
Okay.
a fantastic idea.
So Oran 5 foot steps up, which will trigger the ready to action from Kieran. Okay.
Yep.
Whoa.
This is why my spell is interrupted, because Gideon's got to reach out to grab on.
Yeah.
And so Kieran, you're going to cast Dimension Door.
Yes, I will cast a dimension door.
You cast a Dimension Door, and you can see, like, thematically, like, I don't know how you envision Dimension Door working. I kind of see it where it's like an actual portal opens in front of you, and you kind of, like, jump into it kind of a thing. Well, you cast Dimension Door, and this opening appears in front of you just like always, but just before you go to step into it, you see a crack form on it, and then multiple cracks, and then the whole door shatters in front of you.
Oh, she anchored my dimensions. What a jerk.
Jessup
And
now
he'll-
has a frown.
He'll turn and he'll shrug and he'll say, well, it was worth a shot.
So that would now continue Oran's turn. Oran, you've taken a 5 foot step.
This is fudge.
We were pumping it up so much, and I could see Jason was just smirking back there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also kind of knew that might be the case. Because that was the case in the other.
Not Jessup. My canteen was full to the brim of hopes and dreams.
I was invested.
I hope that we don't need to make an escape because that's not going to happen now.
Yeah, luckily Dimensional Anchor is not like Dimensional Trap. You don't like take damage or get shunted anywhere. It just kind of
Prevents it.
So
I forget. Dimensional Anchor is an area.
it is. So the spell Dimensional Anchor is a ray that you hit a target with.
Gotcha.
How did she do that? Swift
How
action?
curious. She never shot you with a ray of anything.
What?
There's a couple of things you can do though, like with meta magic and artifacts and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I guess I'll just move. But I can only do one move action, right?
Well, technically you can't move because you 5 foot stepped.
Well, I could because I could just that's a double move, right? Like if I was doing it as a double move or no?
Technically, you can't 5 foot step on the same turn that you move, and you can't move the same turn that you 5 foot step.
Okay, well
That's
then
to
I'm gonna
prevent people from in melee from like taking a 5 foot step to not provoke and then moving away.
Oh, we've talked about this a long time ago. Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna cast Hammer Fist Ally right here.
Okay. And you have the range for that?
It's 100-foot range.
100 foot range? Okay.
So put my boy, put
Right
him on
here.
that, put him on that spot.
Put him right here.
That's the stone golem that I use for that one, right?
Put him
Correct.
there and see what you do.
See what he can do. He looks awful small.
There, that's what we're talking about. He's too close to the edge, and he's too heavy. The fungus gives out, and he falls and
Yep.
dies.
He falls to 50 feet and just useless the rest of the combat. So then it's what 5 feet up? You said on each.
Yeah, each tier is like 5 feet high.
So how's that work with a big boy?
I would say that I'll allow him to just step up, but it is difficult terrain for him. I won't make him do a check, but it'll be difficult terrain.
He can get here. Oh boy. Oh boy. He has reach though, right? Can he reach up to her or no?
He has reach, but I do not think it is 15 feet of
10.
reach. Yes.
10.
So,
Okay, so I guess double move then
okay.
to get here. Yeah, that'll be his turn. And that'll be my
Alright.
turn.
That brings us to Arlantia. Arlantia is going to move. Will provoke. But she will move right about here.
Ah, nuts. I should have used his slow ability. Ah, nuts.
So you can see as she stands from her throne, the vines in this chamber grab onto her body and kind of lift her into the air. So she is effectively moving via fly speed, but it is the vines of this chamber like willing her into the air and moving her around. So she is in the air at the moment. That would provoke that movement.
25, a 3
25
on the die.
will miss.
Really? A 3 on the die? Come on.
Yes, that will miss, unfortunately. So she does get over there, and she will then cast a spell. So she kind of smiles in your direction and says, "Before I can bequeath to you the love of our prince, I must first cleanse you." And she's going to cast Flame Strike on all 4 of you. I need everyone to give me a reflex save. As a column of fire, a vertical column of divine fire blasts down upon you. We have a 26 from Gideon. We have an 18 from Jessup, but it looks like Jessup's gonna do a thing.
Save finale.
Okay. Got a 21 from Kieran.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I rolled a 2, saving finale to roll a 1.
Fantastic.
This is so... Oh,
This is
Lord.
exactly what you want to see in a final boss fight.
I am just so distraught.
All right, so 26, 21, 17. Oran, did you click your reflex? 23, all right.
24 if it's
24. Okay. She casts Flame Strike on you all. Gideon, you pass. The other 3 fail.
How in the world did Gideon pass?
I know, right?
Immense luck.
Get to roll a bunch of D6s.
This is gonna hurt, guys. This is gonna hurt a lot.
Gideon, you will take 24 points of fire and profane damage.
Oh.
The other 3 of
profane.
you will take 48 points of fire profane damage. Your DR does not stop this. Only resistance to fire would, if any of you happened to have that.
Oh, wait. Jason, can she roll? Does it spell resistance matter for that?
Flame Strike does have spell resistance.
The
So
chances
I will have her roll
are
it.
absolutely ridiculous.
I'll have her roll it in chat, just because. So that is a
It's like probably
27.
impossible. Yeah. You were good. Worth
All
a
right.
shot.
27 to penetrate your spell resistance. So you guys can take that fire damage, and that is her turn. She flew over there and she cast a spell. I don't think there's anything super cool that I want her to do as a swift action, so we will move on from her and we'll get to Gideon.
Yay! For victory for the heart, Iomine strengthen us and our destruction of evil. He will go ahead and call forth an invocation of destruction, and he will cast Angelic Aspect. And
All right.
that is his turn.
So you now have DR10 Adamantine and DR5 Evil.
Yes.
And the DR10 Adamantine is probably going to supersede the DR5 Evil in pretty much every circumstance.
Yeah, although the 5... Does it become and for that 5?
No, they're separate things. So, like, if somebody hit you with an adamantine weapon, the evil would still apply. You'd still take the 5 off. If it was an evil adamantine weapon, nothing would happen. But if they just hit you with, like, an evil weapon, I'm pretty sure that the adamantine would still be the normal 10. So, you're probably just going to default to the adamantine, but...
Probably, but that's not the important part. The important part is being able to fly.
Yep. So standard action, you cast that spell. Swift action, you call down an invocation.
Nope, move action for the invocation.
Move action,
Swift
invocation.
action.
That's right. You're not high enough level to do swift. That's right.
And I never will be. And we'll go ahead and use some Divine Touch.
Right. All right. And you can 5-foot step, I guess, if you'd like.
What you would like. You 5-foot
Okay.
step into 5-foot fly.
Okay. Yep.
5-foot fly.
Top of round 2, we come back up to Jessup.
Yeah, well, I guess Jessup's going to finish pulling out his potion. He's going to move action, start his performance back up. Actually, no, you know what? Jessup is going to standard action instead. We're gonna do some Shadow Bard shenanigans. And we're gonna start with Inspire Courage on the Shadow Bard.
Okay.
And then move action. Let's see here. Jessup is going to start Inspire Greatness. And I can do that on 3 peoples. So I'll do that to the 3 that got fired in the face.
So that means Jessup, Kieran, and Oran all get to roll 2d10 plus double their con modifier. And get some temp HP.
Nice. I take it. Because my face really tickles.
So that's double your con modifier, Oran, and I don't know what it is, but 3 is probably not double your
it's
con
double.
modifier.
Oh, so it would have been 6.
His
Yes.
1.5.
Yes.
Okay, so
I
it would
figured
be
that you
22.
didn't have some funky con modifier that doubled to 3.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. And Kieran, goodness gracious, with your temp HP there, that's a 26 on Kieran. That's a lot.
Yeah. 8 and 10 on the die plus 8.
Yep, so standard action, move action, and, you know, I am not going to move.
Brings us to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran is going to...
Lightning bolt.
So, I guess I'm confused because I checked off mirror image and I thought that was one I had cast before this fight, but I didn't have my images up. Like on my toolbar thing.
I see Martyr's Last Blessing, Clay Skin, Iron Skin. I see Mirror Image, and I see 7. 1d4 plus 5 got you 7.
And I think you used the greater extend rod on that, Kieran.
That's right,
Yeah,
I did.
I
Okay.
see that you said, I am going to use Greater Extend Metamagic Rod.
This is why we put stuff in the chat. So, okay.
So, yes, you have 7 images.
Okay, so I have 7 images. I got that up, so I don't need to recast that because I was gonna. So I'm going to turn into a dragon.
All right.
So I will use my form of the dragon, one of my per day uses for that, as a standard action. And then I have effectively, I believe my movement speed is 120?
Because you have a 90-foot fly speed, and then haste gives you another 30.
Yes. So
Yes.
I will fly to be in melee with her.
Oh, right.
This might be a horrible decision, boys, but we won't know till it happens. So that will be my turn.
Okay. That will move us to Oran.
Well, the dragon boy flew away, so I was gonna cast a buff, but
Nope.
You can give it to Jessup.
No buffs for you.
I'll take a
Mr.
buff. I like a
Dragon
buff.
Boy guy. So I had 2 questions before I do it. So did we find out if the dryad is chaotic?
All you know is that typical dryads are chaotic good. You assume that is not necessarily the case in this instance, but you do not know what the resulting alignment would be.
What I would assume.
You can assume that she's chaotic good. If
Going
you'd
to
like.
assume she's chaotic. I'm not going to assume she's good. I'll
Okay.
assume she's chaotic. And 2, Shield of Law says that it's a 20-foot range with 1 creature per level and a 20-foot radius burst centered on you, and then lasts 1 round per level. They don't have to stay within the 20 feet. It's just the initial cast they have to be within 20 feet, correct?
I believe that is correct.
Okay, so I am going to cast Shield of Law.
All right.
So I've got it programmed, I think, so I can just link it
Yep.
here. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. That's everything it does.
Yep, that'll give everybody a boost to AC and saves against... Oh, that's just in general. So in general, the 3 of you get a +4 deflection to AC and a +4 resistance to saves. That won't stack with any rings or cloaks you have, but that probably is a higher bonus than what you currently have.
Right. It's mostly for the 2nd and the 3rd.
Yep, you get spell resistance against chaotic spells and spells cast by chaotic creatures. You also get some protection against mental influence, just like protection from chaos, and melee attack against a warded creature. The attacker is slowed against wolves. Okay, yeah.
And then I want to move.
All right, go ahead and move.
I'm going to get like all the way over there. And she's going to fly to the other side.
So hasted, I believe you have, 40-foot movement?
Yeah, I believe so. 40 foot, yes. So I can get
So you
here.
begin moving. You can move your golem if you'd like.
Oh, yes.
You'll still have to double move to get within range, but...
Ugh. Stop running around. Okay,
All right.
that's the turn, I guess.
Okay. That brings us to Arlantia. Arlantia is going to cast a spell defensively. She does not need to roll, but I'll do it anyways, because why the heck not? That's an easy success because she couldn't have failed. She's going to cast a spell on you, Kieran. This is a touch spell, so this would presumably be a melee touch attack. Actually, it's a ranged touch attack. So in that case, she'll 5-foot step back and do that. So she will cast this spell on you. So this is a touch attack. Is your touch AC lower than 30?
Oh, heck yeah. It's
Okay,
17.
Okay, so this easily touches you, this touch attack. I will need a will save. Why is the DC for this written so much lower than the others? That is an incorrect DC.
I don't think so. It's in the book. It's in the book.
It's as written, my friend.
Nothing but raw. As
right.
written.
So my will save inbound is a 28, which is just about as high as I can go with a natural 17.
What that is enough to save. So you will take half damage. Okay, so you take 75 points of damage.
Oh my
Ouchie.
goodness.
Does that take off my DR?
No. This is a harm spell.
Oh, aren't you fancy, Elantra?
Well, I just went from a lot of HP to 51. Oh, you have to roll for mirror images. Mirror images!
Come on. Come on.
I do not have to roll for mirror images, in fact.
Of course, she counters everything that I have. What a
As
Kieran,
surprise.
I think your mirror images have been countered since like
Yeah.
you
3.
see a familiar kind of golden white hue around her eyes that indicates true seeing.
Yeah. I bet she's immune to electricity, too.
No, she doesn't have any immunities.
All right,
Or
well,
at least not the Dryad. If it makes you feel better, Kieran, you still have more HP than Jessup.
how did you... Oh, because you took damage from the
Oh,
flame
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that is a 5-foot step. That is a standard action. She'll be slightly conservative for now. That'll be her turn.
That was conservative.
Moving on to Gideon.
He is going to swift action, divine might. He will move action, do a divine weapon, and standard action, cast righteous might. So he get big boy.
You're not going to fit on the bridge. Oh, wait, you're
Now
fine.
he's got
He can fly, so that's
That's right.
fine.
Now he's got DR 10 evil as well. Not
Oh.
He's got all the buffs, baby. It's time to go.
That brings us to top of the next round, and we're back to Jessup.
Just face still hurts. It's going to maintain performance. Jessup's going to... Is it standard action to drink a potion?
Yes.
I think, okay. So he's going to standard action drink his potion of fly.
All right.
Just the base fly. Nothing too crazy, but give me some wings. I want wings. Poor Oran. The only one without wings. Technically, Jessup does
Overrated.
have wings, but... all right. And then I guess I will start move actioning. So I get like here, 40 feet.
Sure. If you're flying and hasted, you'd have 60 feet of fly.
Don't you have to roll a fly check, though?
I think you only have to roll a fly check if you're going less than half speed or something like that.
Okie dokie. So I'll move more. 20 more.
Okay. And are you just kind of hovering like a couple feet above the walkway itself then?
Yeah, I'm envisioning I'm close to it, but not touching it. I would say, yeah, maybe a couple feet above it. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Enough that Jessup's worried that vines might try to entangle him.
Okay. All right, that will work then. That's your turn?
Yeah, single move. I don't think yeah, I'm good.
That brings us to this guy's turn. I'll ping him so you can see him if you can't see him
No!
up here.
What?
bursting out from the vines itself as if in like a ghillie suit, a hobgoblin, I'll show you what he looks like, a hobgoblin wielding 2 short swords appears, who had been in stealth, and he is going to move up.
And this is where Jessup dies.
And he is going to make 1 attack because he had to move up there. And since he was in stealth, this will be fun.
Does he have reach? Because Jessup's totally like 15 feet up in the air.
I asked how high up you were, and it was not 15 feet.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, the vines are clearly like 20 feet long, so that's Jessup's 20 feet?
That is a... I don't think that bonus is added in, so with that bonus added in, that's a 44 to hit.
Yeah, just beat it.
So, 44 will hit. You take 32 points of slashing damage. That will be reduced by your adamantine.
So I would have the adamantine, so it would be 22 against my...
It would be 22, yes.
Oh, and is he a chaotic creature?
No. For any purposes that might apply to this, no.
And how does that work, Jason, with my temp HP on top of that? Would that go all against the Iron Skin first, or whatever that spell was?
So you'd take the 10 from the DR off, and then you would reduce your temp HP, and then you would go into your normal HP.
So 22 on that. Okie dokie.
So your temp HP is basically gone, and then you maybe take like 3 points of damage or something like that.
Oh, I see. Never mind. I was doing it wrong. I gotcha. I see what you're throwing down now.
Yep. And just for your own reference, you are bleeding. So at the top of your turn, remind me if I forget, and you will take some more damage.
That'd be darn shame if I forgot too.
And I think that is his turn. We're now back to Kieran.
All right, just remember, guys, with the Hunter's Blessing, it probably won't apply to him because he's not Fae, right?
Correct. He is not a Fae, so get that out of here.
So I am going to quicken cast a Scorching Ray on her.
Okay.
So that's going to be...
Those will be some attacks.
Yeah. So 3 rays. So first range touch is a 28.
That'll hit.
Second is a 21. Third is a 35.
Yep, those will all hit touch.
All right. So first ray is...
However, does that allow for spell resistance?
It does, yes.
Then give me that.
Okay. So spell resistance, there's going to be a +4. I always forget what's the greater spell penetration. It's 2 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So +4 to this is 32. And then, 19. And then 33.
Okay. So the second ray dissipates, doing no damage, but the other 2 get past her spell resistance and do hit.
Okay, so the first ray is 16 fire damage, and the third ray is 13 fire damage.
Okay, so a total of 29.
Yes. And then I will 5-foot fly in and full attack with Dragon Bite, Claws, and Wings.
Okay.
And hasted. So my Dragon Bite is a 32.
A 32 will miss.
Okay. Hasted Dragon Bite is a 26.
26
First,
misses.
First Dragon Claw is the 30. Second Claw is the 31. First Wing, 26. Second Wing, 22.
Sarah,
so.
the second claw is technically a 34.
Oh, right, because of my, yes, thank you, the
Unshakable
Unshakable Zeal. So the second
technically
claw is
all of those would go up by 4 because...
Well, the second bite would go up by 4 to a 30, which would miss. Then it would add 4 to the dragon form claw.
The 34 misses. So then the next one becomes a 35, which misses.
Oh,
Okay.
no. That's
Yeah.
not good.
The 30 and 26 would both miss.
Yeah, so just for everybody listening, those rolls were a 9, a 3, a 7, an 8, an 8, and a 4.
Yeah, I noticed that those were all single digits.
They were all pretty low. So I have a feeling Kieran's going to die in this next round, but I tried. So just remember that I tried.
Jessup re-rolled and got a 1 on his reflex save, so that set the precedence for tonight.
So when we TPK, we can blame Roll20. It's not our fault. It's Roll20's fault for giving us garbage rolls.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's all I can do. So at least I did something, maybe. Maybe. At this point, every time I do energy damage, I always assume that it doesn't work. So there's probably fire resistance in there somewhere. But
you can tell that the second ray didn't hit at all, but the other two seem like they did what you would expect from a scorching ray attack.
Okay. All right, well, that's all I can do.
After Kieran, we have Oran. Oran, you see that Jessup is flying a couple feet above the ground in front of you, and he is being harassed by a hobgoblin.
Yeah, I was gonna cast this on her, but I think I'm gonna try and cast it on him instead.
Okay.
Hold monster.
Ooh, interesting. So that is a will save, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a will save to negate. Yes.
That wouldn't make sense if it was anything else. I'll roll this in the chat. Why not? This will be fun. What's the DC for this?
A 20.
Oh, okay. So we have a shot. 22.
Oh. Ah, nuts.
The +7 did succeed. A very, very clever idea, and that I was worried a little bit because I saw the +7 and I was like, oh, this isn't good.
Yeah. But he got it, so
he did. Yeah, he is barely able to resist it. That's your standard action.
All right.
At least one of us is rolling well tonight. Huh?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Hey, you know whose fault this really is? Brandon, when you sent that meme, you tried to exclude Jason, but really you just jinxed us.
Well, I saw it first, and it has not helped me.
Right,
I rolled
yeah.
2 die this session,
It was a jinx.
and 1 and 2.
A lie.
So I'm gonna move there, and then I'm gonna cold ice strike him.
So that is a reflex save this time. All right. So the reflex save is a 30.
Yeah. It was still a 20. But that only halves the damage. So
Yes, and I'm just checking. I don't see anything that would apply to this in his defensive abilities. So yeah, half damage. Go ahead and roll that.
So half of 57.
So that is 28.
Yes.
All right. Not bad at all.
And then the golem, 5-foot step, and take his.
5-foot step. And
Can
get
he
2
reach
attacks.
her? Can he reach her?
Just barely, yeah. She's kind of at
Okay.
the edge of his reach given her height.
Sure.
She is within reach, yes.
Okay. First slam. Nope.
Oof. 25
Oh my
and 25.
God.
Oh, this is going so poorly. Double 3 on the die for the stone golem. Yikes. Anything else on your turn, Oran?
No, I'm logging off. Good night.
Okay.
Taking my toys and going home. No, that'll be it. That'll
right.
be it.
That brings us to Arlantia. She is going to test the waters a little bit. She has seen your battles, but she has not firsthand decided for herself if you guys are impossible to hit in melee or not. So she's going to try to full attack you, Kieran.
Not the stone
So-
column. Come on.
First attack. Actually, she might as well 5-foot step here just because. But she's still going to do that.
You monster.
First attack in melee. That should do it. 38.
Yes.
And she will do her swift action smite. What's it called? Channel smite ability. Sorry. So I need a will save from you.
Okay. 16?
16. You are hit by this scimitar, and you take damage from the scimitar, but in addition to that, you take negative energy damage from her channel negative energy that is channeled into the attack itself. So I will roll the base damage, as you do have DR. And you are not good aligned.
No, I'm not good aligned.
Okay, I'll leave that out then. Also, I forgot that was a critical threat. Let me just real quick. Does a 33 also hit?
Yes.
Okay, so that would actually be a critical hit. So let me just change that damage slightly. So it's 18, so 8 points of damage gets by your DR.
Okay.
And then the channel negative energy that was channeled into the attack via channeled smite is going to deal 30 negative energy damage. And then she will take her second attack. The channel smite is a swift action. She cannot do that again on any of these other attacks. That is a 30 flat.
My AC is 31.
Okay, so the second attack, the iterative misses. The final iterative has to crit to hit, and that is only a 19, so that will miss. So that is her full attack action and her 5-foot step. So that is her turn. Moving on to Gideon.
Yay! He will cast a divine favor, offering a quick prayer to Milani. And then he will move.
I was going to say,
here.
Gideon is still over there pretending to prepare for battle, but he's actually delaying so that he can run away when you all die.
Nope, he runs over there, and then he will find his hidden strength, and as a swift action, take an attack.
Okay, as a swift action, you can use it to make a melee or ranged attack. Nice bonus. Once per day thing. Yes, okay. 36 will hit your target.
22 points of damage.
Give me a D100 roll.
Interesting.
15. You go to hit this guy, and all of a sudden his cloak sparkles, and it's almost like his position is kind of displaced somewhat, and you miss.
Can I can try a spellcraft. I don't think I could succeed the DC though. It's a magic item, right?
Identifying that is a spellcraft check. I'd allow you to do a spellcraft check if you want, yeah. Let me check what the DC is.
No, there's no way.
Wow, a 9. We are rolling amazing.
Oh, a
tonight,
9?
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even need to know what the DC is. A 9's not going to do anything.
What?
9's not going to do anything.
I think I, as a player, am vaguely familiar with this item.
What do you think it is? I'm not going to say one way or the other. I'm just curious.
So I've stumbled across this before. It's the cloak, and I can't remember what it's called, but it has like a host of effects that it might do.
We shall see about that. Moving on from Gideon, we're back to Jessup. Jessup, you are in melee with the creature. Your allies have come to your aid.
Can I try to acrobatics to get out of dodge here?
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me? Another natural one for a 19.
All right. If it's helpful, I don't know if this will be any consolation, but you would have had to roll a natural 20 to meet the DC because his CMD is 39. So
Oh, okay.
you are still able to move. It's just you will provoke it by doing so.
Well, if I stay, I'm going to get absolutely smoked. So I guess I'll move and... actually, can I...
Also take 5 damage at the top of your turn. Bleed damage.
No! Stop.
Take 5 bleed damage right now, please.
Jason, we are really hurting here. I don't need more damage taken.
I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Too well. Simmer down.
Okay.
We literally need Wendell down here.
In your defense, you're no longer he's no longer basically effectively sneaking from you, so he won't get sneak attack damage.
That's pleasant. Thank you. Okay. Not that it's going to matter, but I will, well, because that was a move action. Yeah, I guess I'll just finish my move action and go over here and just save a standard, so.
Okay, so he'll make an attack of opportunity. Oh, gosh. That is a natural 20.
Of course it is.
To confirm, 43.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jessup's crit. That's good.
This is
So
going real well, guys.
This is terrible.
that is a
man.
critical hit. So you will take...
I've rolled 2 1s and a 2 today.
Oh, dang. He should have used his other weapon for that attack. That would have been way better.
Oh, man. That's a just gosh darn shame.
Well, you take 19. So 10 of that is taken off from your DR, and then you take 9 normal damage.
I'm really glad that Kieran cast that retroactively.
It's been very helpful, yeah.
Well, Jessup's going to turn right around. He's going to just try to cast a heal spell on himself. Well, not a legitimate heal spell. That'd be pretty OP, but he's going to do a Cure Serious over here.
30, that'll do. So that heals your bleed, so don't worry about
25,
that moving
but-
forward. Oh, 25, okay, yeah.
Because I have buffs on there.
Yeah. Yep. So we won't have to worry about your bleed moving forward, because you healed it.
I did mention, but Jessup's obviously, well, no. He's not...
Dead yet?
Yeah, he's going to drop performance. Yeah, that's you. He's going to drop performance, and he is going to start up a new performance. He is going to start up Inspire. Where is it? Sorry. Hold on.
Yes. Indeed.
Fire Heroics on Oran.
I'm heroic.
You get a +4 morale bonus on saving throws and a +4 dodge bonus to AC.
Oh boy.
Kieran, I think your temp HP is gone, but that's gone. Oran, your temp HP is gone. Inspire Greatness is off.
Yeah, unfortunately, I never actually had Inspire Greatness
Why not?
because I moved outside of 30 feet.
You know, I reread that, and I think technically It's when you cast or start the performance.
Are you talking about Shadow Bard?
No, I had inspire courage on Shadow Bard.
Oh.
Well, this says a bard can inspire greatness on a willing ally within 30 feet, and then it specifically says to inspire greatness, all of the targets must be able to see and hear bard. I guess I don't know if you have to be within 30 feet or not.
I think you do.
Do you?
Honestly. That's my interpretation of it.
I mean, but that's weird because you could obviously see and hear the bard outside of 30 feet, but maybe it's just within 30 feet. I don't know.
I'm not sure. But I think we always played it before where,
I'll look it up. I'm not doing anything else, so.
Okay. I would have you look up something else, but that would be a detriment to your situation, so I'll let it slide.
You sure I can look it up for you? I got nothing else going on.
It's fine.
I got nothing else going on. It's fine.
So that is Jessup's turn. Moving on to this hobgoblin guy. He is going to attempt an acrobatics to get up here without provoking. So this is against Gideon's CMD. That is a 32.
Oh, Gideon's AFK.
Yeah, he is AFK. Let me spy on his character sheet and lie, saying that it's lower than it is. 35. So that is not enough. It will provoke. I'm going to roll the attack for him. I'm just going to click the button here. Oh, he's back. He rolled it because I didn't click that. So the attack of opportunity is a 30, which will miss the target.
Actually, sorry, I'm back fully. That's 4 higher, so 34.
Why is it 4 higher?
Because I had 2 weapon fighting on for my next turn, but he's not 2 weapon
Does
fighting.
that not put a -4 in there?
It does when I click it. What do you mean?
Oh, I was looking at the modifiers to the attack roll and I didn't see a -4, so I was curious.
Yeah, it does. If I have it ticked on, it affects it on my side.
It's like if you take it off and roll another attack, does one of these positive modifiers just get higher?
Oh, let's see. The second one doesn't count.
Oh,
Shame.
you wish it did. Yeah, so the last 2 became a 6. Okay, so that would be a 34, which would hit.
And then another roll, D100.
Yes, another D100 roll. 12, my gosh.
I know.
Oh, no. So unfortunately, the cloak once again obscures your vision of his exact position just enough that you are not able to hit him. So he does get there without getting hit, and he will take... Actually, he does not attack. He will target you with a different effect. One that doesn't have any physical manifestation. It's a standard action for him to do it. And so that's his turn. Moving on to Kieran.
Okay.
You're still alive.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna be misconstrued what I'm gonna do, but I'll start off by doing a quickened magic missile at her.
Okay, you doing that defensively?
I don't have to for quickened.
Okay.
Because they don't provoke.
That's right.
So the magic missile, well, hold please. 4 higher. Oh, this is going to be a lot of rolls, isn't it? Because there's 5 missiles. Okay, so first missile is a 24. Second is a 26. Third is a 28. Fourth is a 29. Fifth is a 19. Do any of those succeed?
And magic missile does have spell resistance?
It does, yes.
Okay, I didn't know that. The 29 will bypass her spell resistance.
I'm just shooting 100 here, guys.
So she takes 2 force damage?
Yeah, so she would take 2 damage. Wowza. Wowza. And then I'm going to full withdraw to get back by the healers. There. And that will be my turn.
All right, you guys see a now red dragon, as it's covered in blood, fly back in haste to join you guys. And that brings us to Oran. You have a dragon behind you and a hobgoblin in front of you.
Oh no! I had not prepared for this contingency.
You fool. Always prepare for the red dragon contingency.
Right. I'm a 5 foot step there and cast heal on Kieran.
Got Josh on that one.
Wait. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. You know I have images up. I have to get rid of the images first.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so for this turn, I'm going to attack the hobgoblin in front of me.
Yeah.
I will point out, as a counter to the counter, you can do True Seeing as a swift action.
Oh, that is true. I'll just do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Then you don't have to drop them.
Oran, let us just play your turn for you, please.
Believe it or not, the reason I gave you that ring was not so you could use it offensively. It was so that you could target your allies.
Well, it did happen so many times that.
Yeah.
I love how even when the DM tries to give like a quiet guiding hand in the guise of like powerful artifacts you found, DM has to interrupt and be like, no, you can't. That's why you have that item.
Yeah, you have an item specifically for that instance. Okay, what is that?
Don't say I'm not helping you guys out in this fight.
You heal 150 hit points.
That's so many dang hit points.
My goodness. Thank you.
I was about to say, Jason, I think you feel compelled to help us at this moment in time.
A little bit.
I think as Oran does that, he just slaps Kieran's wing, and he's just like, "Get back in there!" Slaps him on the wing.
Kieran goes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel so much better.
Well, I mean, so far it's a 4v2 with the golem taking the place of Gideon.
This
in
is
this
going
combat.
great. Swimmingly.
When it's a 5v2, I'll be pretty excited.
All right. So that is a 5-foot step and a standard. Is there anything you can do with your move action, or are you pretty much done?
I suppose I could move my golem that way.
Yeah, you can start moving him in your direction. He's no longer in the difficult terrain, so you can move 40 feet along there. I will say, I mean, that one looks a little thicker than 5 feet, so I'll allow it.
All right, it gets a little tight.
But
I don't think.
he might run into some problems getting by that narrow bit. Yeah, that might
He'll just have to squeeze.
Yeah, squeeze, golem squeeze.
All right, that brings us to Arlantia. So let's do something fun. She's cast 2 spells so far. She's going to cast a spell, believe it or not. And I believe this is just a standard action to do. Let me make sure. Yep. 1 standard action. Plenty of range. I have someone spying at me through my door. I don't have a token for this now that I realize it. So I'm just going to make I'm just going to choose a random token here. As a figure made out of vines. Actually, this one works just fine. This one works perfectly fine. We'll have it summoned right here. So you see the vines from the ground kind of coalesce into a figure that is shining with a sort of necrotic negative energy as she casts Spiritual Ally. Spiritual Ally will then take a full attack against the bard. So Spiritual Ally gets 3 attacks because of her base attack bonus and adds her wisdom.
I literally haven't done anything, Jason. You're being mean to me.
Yeah, I know, but she saw the heal.
Party that has not hit anybody.
She saw the heal spell go off, so she knows it's kind of useless to attack the dragon because it's now healed. So it's going to do a full attack against Jessup. First attack is a 27, which probably misses.
Oh, that does miss.
Next attack is lower and lower.
Oh.
All right, so all 3 of the attacks do miss, but you do have a little vine creature made out of force attacking you now.
Wow, Spiritual Ally is kind of bad.
It's not that bad.
At higher levels, it is.
Its to hit isn't terrible, it's just I rolled pretty poorly. Its to hit is only like 1 less than hers.
I'm so upset for you.
So that was her standard action. She will move action into the air over here. So she will be too high up to be hit by the golem, but that's where she is horizontally.
Isn't she cool?
Moving a little bit closer to you as the vines carry her closer to the ceiling as she looks down on you. Gideon, it is now your turn.
This is interesting.
Yeah, there's a hobgoblin attacking your allies. There's now a spiritual ally attacking your allies. And then the boss is kind of 30 or so feet up near the ceiling looking down on you.
I'm not sure when I'm going to get this chance again, but I really want to do some damage, bro.
Okay.
I'm debating between two actions, which is one is cast a buff and then get in her face. The other is 5 foot step and full round attack. Let's 5 foot step and full round attack.
Okay.
Hasted attack.
38 will hit. 40 will hit. 24 will miss. 32 will go to the other stat block. 32 will hit. 33 will hit. So the 24 is the only one that misses there.
The shield bash hits.
Yes.
He's pushed into the wall and falls. Unless
Yeah.
a 33 does not bypass his CMD.
Oh, not even close. No, he's fine. His CMD is way higher than his AC.
Really? That's strange.
Yeah.
That's not how it normally is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. But that is how it is. So 21 plus 19 is 40, plus 15 is 55, plus 18 is 73.
He's got to be getting close.
Give me 4 D100s. Surely you won't miss all of them.
Come on.
Okay. Whoa, wait. They all hit?
So it's a 20% chance then?
Yeah, it's a 20% chance, and you did a 15 and a 12.
It's worse. It's way worse than a cloak of displacement. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's like
It's Cloak
a
of
baby
Blur.
item. Yeah, not even.
Cloak. Yeah. Huh. I mean, hey, listen, reel it in, bud. We're not exactly storming the beaches here. All right. Let's take the small victories where we can get them.
All right, so you 5 foot stepped and full attacked, so that is your turn.
Yeah.
That'll bring us to the top of the round. Jessup, you've got a vine monster made of force attacking you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I do. You know what? We're gonna use a spell-like ability.
Okay.
Fairy fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it. I don't know. It's a 5 foot. It's a 5 foot burst. I guess it is. So I mean, I can cast it like in this intersection here to hit him and nobody else.
So you cast Fairy Fire, Pale Glow, outline subjects. They take a penalty on stealth checks. They don't benefit from concealment normally provided by darkness, blur, displacement, invisibility, or similar. It's too dim to have any other... Okay. So that just basically nullifies the displacement.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I
Effect.
guess we'll see.
Okay.
That's the hope, I suppose.
And I assume you can do that defensively. It's a level 1 spell.
I'm not sure because I think it's a spell-like ability, but not a spell.
You don't usually cast spell-like abilities defensively. I assume they work the same way. Using a spell-like ability on the defensive, you may attempt to do it on the defensive just with a casting spell. Concentration check 15 plus double the spell level. So it's like a level 1 spell, so I imagine you can't fail.
Okay, so I would want to try to cast that defensively.
Yeah, but I imagine you can't fail it if you do so.
And I'll
So-
roll 29 with concentration.
Plenty. So you're good. That's your standard action.
Correct. I think this thing can catch up to me, but yeah, I guess. And if I go straight up, I have to do a fly check, correct?
Yeah, going straight up, you move at half speed, and I believe you do have to make a fly check, yes.
Okay. Don't really want to get separated. I'm going to drop performance on Oran. I'm going to start back up Inspired Greatness on Oran, Kieran, and Jessup.
Does it linger for me or no?
No, because I'm using another spell or another performance.
So at this point, everybody has courage, and the 3 of you that he just named will have greatness.
Basically everybody but Gideon and the Gotham. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess we'll tread the water. I guess I'm going to try to move back this way. So I'm
Okay.
going to... I don't know if I can attack of opportunity. I'm going to try to roll for acrobatics again.
All right.
24 is still garbage, but there you go. 24 acrobatics.
Yeah, the question is, what is its CMD? Because it can make attacks of opportunity, and it can flank because it's a spiritual ally, not a spiritual weapon. But the question is, what is its CMD? Everything else is based off of the base attack bonus of the caster.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I wouldn't do that.
No?
Sorry. Well,
Okay.
because I wouldn't do Inspire Courage and then freaking run away like an idiot. Inspire Courage said, that'd be stupid. What a
Bye,
dummy.
guys! Right? And we lost it.
I'm not really sure. I'm just going to forego. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to waste time. So
Okay.
I'm just going to stay there and it's probably going to catch me anyway. So
That'll move us to the Hobgoblin's turn. The Hobgoblin's going to 5 foot step up to be in range of Oran, who he had chosen as his quarry. And he is going to full attack you. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's not so good.
First attack is a 42.
That'll hit.
Second attack is only a 27.
That'll miss.
Third attack is a 28.
That'll miss.
Fourth attack is 21. That'll miss.
That'll miss.
Fifth attack
Oh my gosh.
is a 38.
That will just hit.
And then sixth attack is a 39.
That'll hit.
So 3 hits?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't get the cool thing I was expecting or hoping to get. That's fine. So, let me get to that stat block here. From his first attack, you will take 12. So 10 off of your adamantine, and then you'll take 2 damage.
And that'll go to the temp HP I'm getting?
Yeah, you'll take 2 from the temp HP.
Okay.
The second attack that hit you, which was like the 5th attack or something like that, you are not chaotic, so I'll leave that out of the damage. You will take 9 and 7. So the 9 and the 7 will go off from your adamantine. So you'll have to track that down.
That was 120, right, that we had?
You started with 120, yes. And because he did actually hit you with his main hand and offhand weapon, you will get rend damage. I almost forgot that. So that'll be another 12. So you'll take 2 more off your temp HP and another 10 off of your DR. And I believe that will be all for this turn. That brings us to Kieran.
Kieran is going to... So Jessup does not have a weapon out. He's not threatening, right?
Correct.
All right. I am trying to decide what's the bigger threat here. I think Kieran will full attack the goblin, the hobgoblin. So my dragon bite is a 30 natural 5.
30 will miss.
Hasted bite is 2, natural 2.
31.
31.
31 will miss.
First claw is a 35.
39.
39.
39 will hit.
Okay. So second claw is a 30. My
30 will
gosh.
miss.
First wing, 25. Second
29.
wing, 29.
40.
Yes, the 29
40.
misses, but the 40 will hit. So your 1 claw and your 1 wing do hit.
So again, natural 5, natural 2, 10, 5, 5, finally 16.
Roll 2d100s.
She does not have to roll 2d100s because Fairy Fire has negated the displacement.
Ah, well done, Jessup.
I did a thing.
You've been doing lots of things this combat. You've been so clutch. You played classic bard stuff.
Okay, so this was 1 claw and 1 wing, right?
All right. Yep, 1 claw, 1 wing, yes.
So the claw attack is 18 physical damage and 4 acid damage.
All right.
And the wing attack is 18 like bludgeoning damage. So
Okay.
and
Baby.
Oh, and 12
Yeah.
from Discord Voice. That was tasty.
Max.
Double
Nice.
sixes. And then I'm going to magic missile the spiritual ally.
Okay.
So I don't know, is there spell resistance on that?
Nobody ever attacks spiritual allies.
Good job, Sarah.
Yeah.
Keep on his
So-
toes.
You cannot be harmed by any physical attacks. I don't know if that would do anything.
Even if it's force damage?
Yeah, so it says spiritual ally cannot be harmed by any physical attacks, but a dispel magic, disintegrate, sphere annihilation, or rod of cancellation affects it, and then it gives its AC, but it doesn't have an HP value, which leads me to believe that the listed numbers are the only way to destroy it.
The hobgoblin's still up?
Oh yeah, the hobgoblin says.
What, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Oh, yeah. He's fine.
He's taking like 1% damage.
Yeah, he's fine. He's the real boss.
Yeah, so I don't think dealing damage to it does anything.
Okay. All right.
Jessup gets hit by 5 magic missiles.
Yeah, it goes through and hits Jessup. That makes sense.
Roll spell resistance for me, Sarah.
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Okay. That brings us to Oran. So yeah, you've got the hobgoblin still in front of you. You've got the spiritual ally behind you. He's not really threatening you though, so you can just ignore him. I'm sure Jessup has that under control.
Absolutely.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll live forever. Okay, well I'm gonna try hitting the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Hiya! Wow.
Oof.
Yeah.
The natural 1 will miss. The other 2 hits will hit. The other 2 hits will hit, yeah. 32 will hit.
Oh, neat. Okay. And my weapon is lawful. I don't know if that matters.
Not particularly.
Okay.
You hit him 3 times with your Quaking Warhammer. He's still up. Anything else on your turn, Oran?
How 5-foot step here? Be afraid, vine creature.
All right, that will bring us to Arlantia. So, Arlantia is going to cast a spell on herself, and then she's going to fly 40 feet over here, and then the spiritual ally will move it as a swift action. Okay, so as a swift action, she will move it to be out of flanking position, and it will continue its full attack against Jessup. So first attack is a 32.
Exactly, yes.
Second attack is also 32.
That sucks.
Final attack is a natural 20. Does not confirm with an 18 though, so it just hits 3 times is all. So just so you know, this is force damage, so your DR actually does not apply to this.
That's good. I didn't want to make it easy.
Sounds about right.
So you take 14, 6, and then 7. Yikes, those d10s were bad. So 27 damage. So your DR doesn't apply, but your temp HP will.
Cool.
And that'll be the spiritual ally's turn on her turn. That brings us to Gideon. Gideon, she's pretty much right above you now, looking down at you.
I was going to ask about how high up.
So if you are equal to where they are, then she's about 30 feet above where you are.
Oh, so not 5-foot step range.
No, not 5-foot step range, but easily within move action range, yes.
That's okay. We're gonna try to put this guy down.
5-foot step, full round attack.
Okay.
Hasted attack.
42 will hit. All right.
Ignore the shield dash.
Okay, so you're not 2-weapon fighting.
Not 2-weapon fighting. I realize that I technically probably can't because of Righteous Might. I don't have 15 dex, so I probably technically can't 2-weapon fight, so I just stopped.
So the time you hit him with your shield bash before you couldn't have is what you're saying?
Correct, and if that dealt damage, you should take that back.
Okay, I will give that back to him then.
But I still took the penalty, so oh well.
So the 36, 37, and 35 will all hit.
And the 42 for hasted
Yeah,
attack.
the first one. Yeah, I already added that one in. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So they all hit. So
Yep.
4.
They all hit, but he got a little bit of HP back because that other hit that never actually hit. So
Yeah, but for Discordant.
yes, Discordant Voice will go off.
I don't have a performance on you.
Never mind, it will not go off.
I don't think that matters. It's an Inspire Courage, yeah?
Inspire Courage is on Shadowbard,
That's
buddy.
the Shadow Bard. That's not him.
Well, yeah. 5 foot full. I don't think I have any Swifts left.
That'll bring us to the top of round 6. Jessup, you're up. The spiritual ally is doing nothing to you and can is not danger at all.
Can I roll a spellcraft on that to see how we can defeat it?
Go for it.
Did you tell us? If you did, I'm sorry.
I said it, but in character you can roll
Right,
a
it's
spellcraft.
metagaming. Yeah.
Okay. So I knew Jason was metagaming, so I just
Yeah.
purposely ignored him. That's how that works. Holy crap baskets. 21 spellcraft. That's garbage.
So you would know that you can get rid of a spiritual ally by a Dispel Magic, Disintegrate, Sphere of Annihilation, or Rod of Cancellation.
Okay, that's right. You did say that, and I ignored you because I didn't have any of those things. Continue. Oh, it's my turn. Let's go. Let's see. All right, I'm going to free action maintain performance. I'm going to try to cast a level 4 spell defensively. So we want 23 DC. Are you kidding me?
That's
Yikes.
That is a
comical.
natural 3 for 22. All right.
So that means you lose the spell.
We sure do. I'm probably just going to log off. You guys can just keep doing his performances. Just let me know how it goes.
And that is your turn, Jessup.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm done.
Brings us to Torgrith. Torgrith's going to move up. He still wants to attack his quarry. So first attack. Cocked die, but it was on a 20.
Reroll.
Yeah, so that's only a 39.
That'll hit.
Second attack is a 36.
Wait, who did he inspire great or heroics on?
Himself.
Not you.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that the 39 hits, the 36 does not.
I'm sorry, I forgot. He is flanking. That's a 38.
Nah, then it just hits. Okay.
So it's a 41 and a 38.
yeah.
Third attack. That's a miss. Even with flanking, that's only a 25. Fourth attack. Even with flanking, that's only a 29. Fifth attack. Oh, that's bad. 35 with flanking. That's a terrible roll.
Miss,
And final attack, natural 2. Dang, those are bad rolls on this guy.
Yeah, you get one hit. Get out of here.
I hit you
and I get
twice. I hit you twice.
I only heard one. Get out of
It
here.
was twice.
It was
I hit
twice.
you
I know. I'm aware. This
And
first
since
one
you
and
are
second
being
one.
flanked, he gets his sneak attack as well.
No.
And I forgot to be putting his bonus on damage, so that is highly unfortunate.
I can't wait for us to kill this guy for another one to pop out of nowhere.
Right. Hello.
So adding the appropriate bonuses to damage back on to the attack, you take 33 from the first hit, so that will be reduced by
Ow.
10. And so you'll take 10 off of your DR, and then you'll take 23 damage. And then the second attack that hits you will deal 27, so you'll take another 10 off your DR and 17 to your hit points. You are also now bleeding.
Okay.
Okay, that brings us from that guy to Kieran.
So remind me, the
Yes.
Mindslaver mold, what was that? Was that what it's called?
Yes.
Mindslaver mold?
Rip
what
it
did
out.
we have to do? We had to rip it off a helpless creature before.
It wasn't so much helpless, but you had to, in the case of those guys, you had to kind of take their armor off to get at it.
Okay.
If you look at this guy, his armor is not as thick as theirs. I would, if you desired to do so, allow you to make your attacks directly against the mold if you wanted to try that.
Okay. And then, did we know anything about it magically? Like, is there any spell that can break the mind control?
It's a physical creature now.
Okay.
It's like a parasite.
Yeah.
So it has its own, like, AC and hit point pool and all that? Like, it is a separate creature?
It's an actual creature. Yeah, it's an actual creature.
You want to know what its AC is?
Yeah, just tell me what its AC is. Why don't you? How many
Okay.
hit points it has?
Sure.
What would you like to do?
I'll 5 foot fly here, and I will attack the Mindslaver mold, I guess. Or try doing that. Now, is the Mindslaver mold considered a fae?
It is not a flay, it's a plant. Flay.
It's not a
It's a
flay.
fae, it's a plant.
Okay. All right. I will roll my attacks then. First, Dragon Bite, 37.
37 will hit the Mindslaver mold.
Okay. Hasted Bite attack is a 39.
Yep.
First Claw is a natural 20 with a confirmation roll of a 37.
Yep.
Second Claw is a 34.
Yep.
First Wing is a 32. Second
Yep.
Wing is a 24.
Yep. Mindslaver molds have an AC of 15.
Okay. Bite damage. The first bite damage is 15. The second bite damage is 14. The first claw, which critted, was 38.
Okay,
So technically
the-
33 and then 5 acid.
Okay, so any acid on those is gone, but
Okay.
even with the acid being resisted, the critical hit damage is enough to destroy the Mindslaver mold.
Good thinking.
Okay. And
Good
then
job,
I
Kieran.
wish to stop attacking to just see what the dude does.
Okay.
And then, like, I don't know if there's any evidence that he comes back to his senses.
You can see that he reacts like he acts as if he suddenly took an incredible amount of pain, it seemed like he was maybe inured to the damage he'd been taking because of the mold, and suddenly he feels awful, and he does kind of frantically look around, and then he, grimaces from the pain, and then he growls out in the direction of Arlantia.
Okay, all right. Kieran's going to, at seeing this, he's going to yell out and he'll say, "We're not your enemies at the moment. She is. We'll handle this later, but we need help putting her down." And then that's my turn. Actually, no, it's not, because that's going to be my turn. That'll be my turn. Actually, yes, that'll be my turn. Actually, wait, hold up. Sorry. I want to cast shield. And if I quicken cast shield, can I use my ring on that? Or is that, I can't remember if that specifies that was a standard action.
What are you talking about?
The Ring of Kragadan gives me Empower Shield spell. So if I'm using Empower spell, that's a standard action, right? So I couldn't do that quickened.
No, you can, because quickened. So the ring, it doesn't do Empower spell, because Empower spell can't affect the shield spell. I'm just saying, like, when you do it, you can. Didn't I say it was a swift action anyways? What did I say? What was my exact wording on that?
It's a swift action. Yeah,
oh, okay. I probably should write that down in here.
That's pretty significant for a use-activated item to be swift. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to look back, but I probably would have said, that it's just like when you cast a spell, you just yeah.
So then I will cast that and give myself a +6 to shield.
Nice.
And that'll be my turn. So sorry for that.
Okay. After Kieran, it goes to Oran. Oran, you see that Kieran is talking to the hobgoblin. Clearly, he has turned sides, and you have to take them both out.
Yes, clearly. I start murdering. I 5-foot step and murder Kieran.
He's about 30.
The whole time. I knew he was going to betray us deep down. No, actually, I'm going to try the thing we talked about. I'm going to. But I don't have it out, so I'm going to have to pull it out. I don't like it.
So you pull out. I assume you're talking about Dryad's Song.
Yes.
He's going to try a thing.
Yes, but I can't try it because it requires a standard action, so I'll have to wait till next turn.
Oh, if it's only a standard action, you can do it. I thought it was a full round action.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it's a full round action.
Okay,
You're correct.
So yes.
Yeah. So does that mean that I could step up and then pull that out and then use a channel? Do I have the action economy for that?
Channel's a standard. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
Okay. Are you excluding the hobgoblin from this?
No.
Are you excluding Gideon from this?
Do you need me to exclude Gideon from this?
That'd be nice.
I will.
I haven't taken any
Gideon
damage.
I can exclude. I can exclude 2 people, so that's fine. So I just won't exclude the hobgoblin.
Okay.
And what is my thing now? Is it 7 or 8d6? I don't remember.
We
should be 8.
Need to talk about that because that is big for Oran to heal a hobgoblin after what happened with the other hobgoblins. Like, whoa.
Listen, we're desperate. We're desperate. Okay,
Whoa.
We're in a pinch.
Mark it down in the book, boys.
Yep.
He's not racist all the time.
All the time. Most of the time.
He has moments where common sense overrides his prejudices and discrimination.
Woohoo! So that'll be my turn. So you guys get 24 HP except Gideon. And the hobgoblin gets 24, I guess.
Hey, what's that golem doing way over there?
Nothing.
Not much.
He's going to acrobatics check to get to her.
I just want to just jump and try. Like a cat jumping off a ledge and can't make it. Just falls.
All right. That's your turn?
Yeah, that'll be
all right.
That'll be my turn.
That'll bring us to Arlantia again.
I don't hold it out so that she can see it. I hold it behind my back.
Okay.
She sees
You can do
everything.
a sleight of hand on that, don't you?
Do I need to? I can do that.
I think that's trained, though.
Is it trained? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's usually. Her perception's only a plus 28, so I'm sure you.
Oh, is that all? I'll definitely pull this off.
That's
Come
a
on.
different stick.
Nat 20. 2.
Well, you got half of that, which was a 2.
You get the first digit in a nat 20. Yeah, so she's well aware that you're pulling something out there, and she does recognize what it is.
No.
She immediately casts Miracle to slay you on sight. No.
That's fair.
That would be
I'll take it.
pretty crazy if she could do that. She is going to cast... Oh, there's so much stuff going on here. She's going to cast another spell on herself.
Oh man, she is buffing up. Oh geez.
Yeah, we're in
be
for
bad.
it now.
Yeah,
We're
we
in
are
for
in
it
for it.
now.
That's a like second or third spell she's cast on herself. Ugh.
She pulled a Gideon.
And then she is going to move to be kind of over here. Kind of over here. That'll bring us to Gideon.
Proof in action. We will fell Arlantia. And he will cast Shared Wrath, and he will include the Hobgoblin as an ally.
Whoa. He turns around and literally stabs Kieran.
We buffed him up and he murders Kieran.
And there's a save on that. Will negates. Okay.
Oh yeah, if he would like to not be benefiting.
Oh, she doesn't get the save. He gets the save?
Yeah, no. It's the target is allies, not her.
Okay.
Is there spell resist for that?
Let me check. I don't think so.
Did you have the component of a thorny vine? Could you find that anywhere in the area that we've been in for the
I
last
think
3
we got
weeks?
that covered.
Yeah, he's got it covered.
So, Shared Wrath does have spell resistance.
Yes, harmless, but yes, it does. So you'd have to roll on that.
Well, don't you have to roll against Jessup? Because that's spell resistance.
I guess it's true. What do I roll? Just
It's just like a spell resistance check, so it would be
Caster level?
Oh, you just got it. Just got a 21.
and I will move. How far up is she?
She's 30 feet above you.
Okay, so 60 feet movement. I could go there.
Well, you move at half speed going upwards. Or you mean you're going... What's the angle there? Is that less than a 45-degree angle? It might be less than a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe, yeah. From there to there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's 30 feet over, 30 feet up. It's a 45-degree angle, so that would be half speed. But
Yeah.
I think you can get within melee range, but it would not be adjacent to her.
I have 60-foot movement, though,
Yeah, so half that would be 30.
which would get me right in range.
Nope, because the hypotenuse of a 30 by 30 is not 30.
Yeah, this is true in reality. Yeah, that's
So
true.
she would be 10 feet away from you because that distance is 42 feet.
Okay.
So actually, you're right outside of range.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're good. 10 feet outside her. I got the mental image.
All right. So that's Gideon's turn. Top of round 7, it's Jessup.
Jessup is going to... He's going to keep... or did the sword not want to attack me?
Oh, yeah, I forgot
I'll
about
take
that.
it.
Come on, man.
That's a 36, a miss, and a 26. 36 miss, 26.
36 hits.
Okay. So you take 9 force damage.
All right. Jessup we'll keep that on for right now. The same performances. So I'll just check bad boys off. And Jessup is going to cast a spell. We're going to cast it clearly this time. We're going to do the same spell, another level 4.
Okay.
You cannot miss twice, correct? On concentration.
Impossible.
It is impossible. Okay, there we go. 27.
27.
Goodness gracious. And Jessup cast Heroic Finale on Kieran. Kieran can have a standard action or move, I suppose. Your choice.
Ooh. Standard or a move? I will have to go with the move, I think. Which I think I can finagle to get there. Thank you, Jessup.
Because you have 120-foot movement speed, so...
Yeah. I'm a speedy dragon boy.
Because you got 60 fly speed normally?
90.
And then, because I needed a performance up, so it lingers on Jessup. I'll just do swift action. I'll just start it back up again, because I can. And then, we'll see. Jessup's going to attempt acrobatics to get... yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing clearly will happen.
Okay, yeah. Roll acrobatics. Just
23.
23.
Gosh. All right, just attack me.
That's only a 23 to hit you, though, so it's
Okay.
also a miss. So you're
Yeah,
good.
that definitely missed. Okay. And then Jessup will free action. He will speak in Goblin to... What was his name again? I'm sorry. I'm going to ask you.
Targareth.
Targareth. And then what was the name of the one commando that we found that we made the deal with?
Offet.
Offhand. Okay, so in Goblin, he will mention to Togarth, now is not the time. But we assisted Offet and your other commandos. Release them. We need your help. We're in dire straits. That's it.
Okay. It is Targrith's turn. Targrith kind of looks at you and says, even if I was so inclined to help, there's not much I can do. And he kind of like shows you his 2 melee weapons.
Oh, I should have told him to attack the spirit. It will clearly work.
He's gonna move, but like he can't, like I said, like he can't attack her.
He
Like-
can stop attacking us. I guess that's helpful.
Like he can move over here, but like he doesn't have any ranged weapons.
Sure he does. He's got 2 in his hands, you said.
Jessup can give him his bow.
Yeah, he's gonna suck at that so much. He's got no
Provoked from
feats for
Oran.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hit him, that's fine. I mean, he's acrobaticsing around the force thing, but yeah, with a 32, he does acrobatics past the force creature. But yeah, he can't do anything because he doesn't have a ranged weapon and he can't fly.
Yeah.
So that's his turn.
I do want to just take a moment and mention, Sarah, I'm proud of you. That was a big brain move you did there.
That was. You did great.
Oh, with the mold?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think to do that. We should have done that from the beginning.
Well, I was originally going down the thought process of break enchantment, but then when he said it was a physical creature and he said I could hit it, I was like, well, I hit things, so
You definitely broke enchantment.
yeah.
I hit things.
I guess I'm confused if I'm just going out of order or something. But I have after Targrith Kieran, but Kieran just moved.
I made Kieran move on my turn.
Okay, that resolves the confusion in my head. Okay.
This is how you mess up your DM.
Yeah, so Kieran, it is now your turn.
And he's got full round attack opportunity here.
Oh yeah, with flanking.
Yeah, Gideon's not in melee range.
I don't mean to mess up the flow of the game, but who drew that on Kieran's face?
Oh, I did. I thought he looked dapper.
He looks so roguish.
I looked over at the Kieran in the wall and I was like, why does he look like a Three Musketeer?
Yeah,
Because
Looks like a young Frampton.
I did that. I think on round 2.
Totally didn't notice that.
Well done, bud. Well done.
That's pretty good for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did
dear.
that between my dying and death. So
All right, well, let's try hitting her again full attack. I don't know if she can be flanked. Jason, should I leave flanking off?
Gideon's not in melee.
He's not melee.
Oh,
yet.
he's not.
10 feet away, so he doesn't have the reach to get her.
Okay. All right, so then I will just roll and hope for the best. So, Dragon Bite attack is a 34.
34 will miss.
Hasted is 33.
33 will miss.
Claw is 37.
that would be a 41.
41?
Yeah. 41 will hit.
I wanted him to tell me if 37 hit, but he wasn't falling
sorry.
for it.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's okay. Okay, so that one hit. Second claw is a 36.
36 will hit.
Okay.
Okay, now
cool.
you know your answer.
All right, so wing number 1 is a 25.
That's
Wing
miss.
number 2 is a 32, which I think I know
No, miss.
misses. So my 2 claws hit.
Correct.
So I'm guessing that I can ignore acid, maybe? Acid damage, or maybe it's...
Yeah, go ahead and ignore acid.
Okay. So then the first claw damage is 24 damage.
Okay.
And the second claw damage is 20 damage. Both like bludgeoning, slashing.
Okay.
And you got destruction and wrath in there, and all the other buffs.
I don't have destruction. I missed that. So it would be plus 6 damage total.
Okay.
And I don't think none of those were critical or 19s, so I don't get the shared wrath extra, but I do have the rest of shared wrath on. So
Yep, I'm glad that you remembered improved critical as well. You're so
Ooh.
smart.
Sarah is like on fire today.
Yeah, she's on top of it.
don't jinx me.
I mean, your rolls are terrible, but your brain is on fire.
This is cliche, but like this is such a group effort because I got down to 13 hit points until Oran cast heal on me, so I was donezo. Like
Oh my gosh, that's
I
so
was
low.
done.
I'm surprised you were able to maintain your cool, to be honest, because,
Yeah.
well,
That's why I was like, I'm gonna have to full withdraw, and this looks like a cowardly move, but I don't have any choice because I'm gonna die.
and you put Hunter's Blessing on too. Sorry, I know. I
Yeah,
just
I've got
so many
Hunter's
things to
Blessing
ask.
for both terrain and Fey, so I'm pretty stacked right now.
I'm actually the most buffed I think I've ever been in a session.
Oh wait, do you want more buffs? I'll see what Jessup can do.
Okay, that is my turn, Jason. I am done.
All right, after you, it is Oran.
Oran's gonna lift his staff, because unless she moved, I think she's still within 60.
I think so.
So he'll lift up the staff and read the incantation. Princess of the blasted heath shall stand proud to station earned. Moss and rot shall grow unchecked till all hands bear the sin they've earned. Does anything happen?
Well, she gets a will save.
Oh,
Nice performance. Good performance.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So DC 28. She got it.
No, she got a 27.
She got a natural 20.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
So that gets her a 45.
Okay, yeah, that'll pass.
Jessup, saving finale to make her roll again.
Plus 25 is
It was significant. She'd have to roll a 3.
she'd have to roll a 1 or a 2. A 3 would pass.
Yeah, or 3 would pass. So she has to run a 1 or a 2. This ain't gonna work.
That was a natural. That was a wow. 1 in 10 chance.
I say just keep trying it, Oran. She's got to roll low eventually. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Gamblers say it should only take upwards of 10 times.
Yeah.
We should have recruited the witches to lower her saves with hexes.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have been big brain.
Well, that is Oran's turn. We move on to Arlantia's turn. So we are going to do some spells. Defensively, she can't fail on them. So first up, Gideon, I need a reflex save from you and Oran as a line of cold goes through both of you.
Ooh, I have a ring of energy resistance, minor cold. It's the first time that's ever come up.
Oh, goodness, where the heck did that come from?
That sounds made up. That sounds like Aiden level convenience. Like
No, I really
way
did.
you
We
have-
found it. No, we found it, and Oran put it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've had it on my character sheet.
Josh,
for
you cannot
months.
say a darn thing, sir.
This is what it means to know your character sheet. It's beautiful.
I don't even remember where we got it, but it was months ago that we got that.
I don't know where you would have gotten that from. I don't remember.
We got it from somewhere. Yeah.
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 But it's never come up because I've never been hit with a cold spell.
I absolutely believe him. 100%.
Yeah.
Jason sounds convinced. Sure.
It's halfway down my character sheet inventory. What did I put it in and then move it up in
that's what I
the
thought you did.
inventory? Yeah. Okay.
Oran, you pass. Gideon, you do not pass.
No, really? I was.
What?
So Gideon, you take 51 points of cold damage.
Not so bad.
Oran, you would take 25, but it's reduced to 15 because of the the cold resistance.
Yay.
So that was her swift action.
Does that do anything for the DR or no?
No, DR does not affect energy resistance or energy damage. She is going to cast she'll 5-foot fly over here, and then she's going to cast a ranged touch attack against Gideon.
Oh no, it's the one that she did. It's a harm spell. Oh no.
I'm sure she has no chance of hitting a touch
It's
attack
touch.
against Gideon.
It's
No.
touch. You got a chance. You got a big chance.
Not a good roll, but I doubt your touch is higher than 24.
It's not higher than 24.
Okay. So this will touch you. And I need a will save. For some reason, I thought that was a fortitude save. I need a will save.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought that was a fortitude
Is
save.
this a charm or enchantment compulsion?
Nope.
Okay.
31. That will pass. So you only take 75 points of damage.
Oh. Okay.
Because she casts her second harm spell.
It's exactly what she did to Kieran at the start of the combat.
Yeah, it was a great way to start.
Yeah, and immediately gets hit.
I believe, other than the spiritual ally, I think that's it for her turn for now. So the spiritual ally will move up Jessup and
Why is
do
it
its
chasing
3 attacks.
Jessup?
Because it takes an action for her to redirect it to a different target, so it's going to keep going after him.
Oh, okay.
So first attack is a natural 19 for a 39 critical threat. To confirm is a natural 20 for a 40. Confirms the critical threat.
Ridiculous.
Second attack is probably a miss with a 26. The third attack is probably a miss with a 21.
Does it still get multiple attacks for moving more than... Does that not matter?
Oh, that's fair. I mean, they both missed, but still.
He moved a lot.
Yeah, I just was thinking because it says it moves as a swift action. Not a swift action. You can redirect it as a swift action.
So it could have attacked Oran without issue.
It has a 30-foot fly speed, perfect maneuverability. So yeah, it could just the one, but those two missed anyways.
That's okay. I just want to confirm that it's just attacking once when it moves.
Yeah, that's my bad.
That's all right. I still get hit in the face.
22.
Delicious.
That's all it can do. Okay. Yeah, it's Gideon's turn. You're within 5-foot step range now.
Yeah, yeah. This is what it feels like, isn't it, Kieran?
Yeah, I'm at that point often.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and hit him with the second win action.
Okay.
Which I can do as a swift action because of my being less than 25%. Can I get a sense motive or perception? I'll let you hear my thoughts. I want to see gamify Gideon's level of confidence. If he's gonna go for the gusto or if he's gonna go back. How damaged or scared does she look? Does he feel like he could do it? Will you let me a roll there?
Like if you're wondering if you could kill her this turn?
I don't think we've hurt her that much, bud.
Right, we haven't hurt her at all, right? Like
we have a little.
You've hurt her a little bit. She's been healing. You've seen she's been healing every turn, but like she's taken damage. But like, are you like? Is the question like? Do you think you can take her down in a full attack, or what?
Yeah,
are you asking?
Basically. Yeah. Could you do that?
No.
Which.
Heck
all right,
no.
cool.
She looks very confident.
Then he's gonna go back. Goodness, what a sad day. He's
Kieran
gonna go
1v1's the boss again.
I'm busy. Get out of here. I got poems to read. Get out of here.
He comes back to Oran and explains that he would like some healing.
He goes to Oran and asks for healing while Jessup is being murdered by something over there.
And we'll go ahead and cast Army Across Time.
Okay.
It does nothing now. It just when I go back up there, I can get up to a +10 on a single attack, or I can get +2 on all of them, or I can get a huge bonus to my AC.
So you are like choosing all the squares around her or something?
It's a free action to summon them. I don't have to do anything right now.
You don't have to choose the squares in advance?
No. As a free action, you can summon a duplicate of yourself, blah, blah, blah. But it's a free action on your turn that you can take.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the effect is that you create one 5-foot cube of temporal possibility per 2 levels. So you're creating the cubes, which means you have to like target where they are. Am I not wrong in that? Am I not wrong in saying that you have to choose the aren't you like targeting an area? Because like before when you did this, didn't you like choose squares and you could summon them in those squares?
Well, we'll just do another. We'll just heal. We'll just do another thing. But no, I don't think that's quite exactly correct. But I'd have to spend more time thinking about it than I want to. I'll just cast Cure Critical instead or something.
Is that your turn then? You're switching to Cure Critical?
Well, yeah, it's Cure Critical or Paragon Surge. I'll do one of those and you can continue. I think I'll just do
That'll bring us to turn 8 with Jessup. Also, Oran, can you retroactively take 5 damage because you were bleeding from that attack from like a while ago?
No, because you didn't say anything.
I said it now.
No.
Jessup will attempt acrobatics and move.
Wait, didn't I channel since then? I did, because I channeled the hobgoblin.
Okay, yeah,
so
you're right. Good. Give it back.
Sir.
Actually, you would have taken it on your turn before the channel, so you still would have taken that 5 damage, but you won't.
Make a decision. All right. I'll take this off.
Oh, finally. I don't know if that's good.
32. Okay, so yeah, you will avoid attacks of opportunity.
Is it half movement? I forget.
It's half movement when you're doing that, yeah.
Okay, now it's 60 feet. Okay, so I'll just go over here. All right, I move back. Hi, friends. So move action and cure serious wounds. Wow, that was a good roll.
Yeah, not bad.
I was cheating. It's 34 healing for Jessup because he needs it because his face hurts. And I will switch my performance. We're gonna do Inspire Greatness, and I'll throw that on Kieran. Nope, you're too far away. Put him on us schmucks. Never mind. Us 3 schmucks, right? Yeah.
Yay, temp HP.
Yeah, it's my turn.
After Jessup, it is Targrith's turn. Targrith looks up at Arlantia and then shakes his head and he says, "As much as I hate her, I'm not going to stand here uselessly and wait for her to hit me from range." And he's going to just retreat.
I'll kill some of you while I wait.
Coward!
And he'll actually use Slayer's Advance to just move off the map.
That's the GM popping
Wendell
out.
and Meryl sneak attack him on his way out.
He can't attack her, and he's not going to wait to get hit by AoE spells while he's just
I'm
watching
sure
the
he's
whole thing
dexterous. If he gets a running start, he can make that jump.
happen. No, he cannot.
He could do like in 300. Don't they do a jump like that with 2 daggers out?
Yeah, and then take like enough damage from the fall to kill him. Nah.
Yeah, you just gotta hook her and drag her down with him.
After Targrith, it's Kieran's turn. Kieran is once again soloing the boss.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Kieran has 2 modes. Either he's dead or he's at full health soloing the boss, which doesn't happen all that often. So I will rinse and repeat. I'll do Dragon Bite. First bite is a natural 1. Should have known.
Oof.
Should have known.
Natural one's going to miss.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Am I still getting destruction? Just FYI.
No, I don't think so at this point. Because of Pythagoras.
It's 42 feet away.
All right. So first bite is a miss with a natural 1. Second bite
Yep.
is a natural 20
There you go.
with a
Okay.
confirmation of 37.
Okay. Roll
All right.
me a D100.
Okay. That was caps locked.
I mean,
think
it
that
still rolled the
worked.
D100.
But I get to roll again, right?
This is not a mischance.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Nope. So you do hit, it does not crit.
Oh, it's like I gotcha. Like what Oran's armor is, kind of.
Fortification.
Fortification. Okay.
Yes.
A 7 on a D100. How unlucky.
Love it.
Okay. Next claw. First claw is a natural 1.
Natural 1 will miss.
Wow, this is swinging.
Natural 1,
second,
natural 20, natural 1.
Second claw. Okay. I think roll 20 is broken. I don't understand what's happening here.
What is
Natural
happening?
What
1.
the heck?
Natural
Roll me
20.
a D100.
Natural 1. Natural 20. And that confirmation's a 40, but pending a 25 on the D100.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot because it's
Man.
20 hit.
Oh, that is highly unfortunate.
I'm like afraid to roll these wing attacks. So the first wing is a 23, which
Natural
mind
2.
you is a natural 2. And then
It's
the second
natural 19
wing
next. No,
is a
natural
10.
Okay.
Okay. Natural
so
10.
you hit twice.
Why?
You got 2
Why?
hits.
Okay. So Dragon Bite damage is 20 damage, and there's no acid on that.
No,
And
acid,
then
okay.
Claw damage is 23.
And no acid on that either.
I subtracted the acid.
Okay,
So it was 27 with 4 acid, so 23.
gotcha.
Jason, I don't know if it matters, but that second wing is at a 35.
It does not matter.
Okay.
35 still misses.
That's about what I was getting ready to say, but I was like, don't think it matters.
All right, after Kieran, it's Oran.
He looks to Gideon and just shrugs. Princess of the Blasted! No.
It's fine. You can do that.
I guess you can also have a heal spell, but that's my last one for today.
Oh, it doesn't have to be heal.
No,
I'll
well,
say.
it's too late. No, I already did it.
Okay.
So 150.
You
There
told
you
him.
go.
That's what you told him.
Yeah. Yeah, you said heal, so, there you go.
Maybe you should have chosen your words more wisely.
Yeah. Hope you're happy.
That's fine.
Yep.
We're all good.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, well, and then I'm going to move.
Well, that's a fun little thing I've noticed.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a fun little thing I didn't think about.
I was thinking about it the whole time.
What?
Nothing.
None of your business. This is a secret between I can't think of a common thing between you and me that doesn't include everybody else. So
Yeah, right.
I was going to say a secret between men, but we have other men in the group.
It's not fair to keep secrets, guys. You know, it's a form of bullying, and I won't stand
Yeah.
for it.
Is that your turn, Oran?
Yeah.
All right. That brings us to Arlantia. I'm just going to heal up a little bit there. Just a little bit there. Just heal up a little bit, all that stuff. She is going to... She's going to 5-foot fly down a little bit. And then she is going to cast a spell on Oran. Oran, if you would give me... Let me make sure I get what roll this is. This is a fortitude save.
A fortitude save, you say? I wonder, could it possibly be, I don't know, destruction? Is that what it could possibly be? Yeah, probably. Okay. Ha! 28 plus 1.
Okay.
29.
29 will pass. It is not destruction.
Oh.
She instead casts Bone Shatter.
Oh no!
no!
It's even worse!
It's not even Bone Shaker. I'm shattered.
So I assume you have bones. So all of your bones begin to splinter. You will take half damage and you will be fatigued.
Oh, okay. Yikes.
Fatigued is oof.
No joke.
Rough.
So let me roll the damage for you. You take 25 points of damage. This doesn't go against DR or anything like that.
But it takes my temp, right?
Yeah, it goes through any temp that you have. But yeah, you take 25 points of damage and you are now fatigued. So you can add the fatigued condition to your character.
Can we get a spellcraft on that, Jason?
Sure.
I'm trying to see how long that fatigue was going to last for, or tentatively. I don't know if I could tell. 31? Like if there's a range, I guess not specifically, unless it's a specific
The
number.
duration of Bone Shatter is instantaneous and 1 minute per level.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
that sucks.
So you're fatigued for a while. So that was her standard action. So she will then direct the thing. Like she's not going to direct it at anybody else. She's just it's going to her ally continues attacking the person who was attacking before, basically.
No,
So that's a miss with a 25.
it didn't move.
Yes. So it's a miss with a 25. That's all.
That's why Jessup keeps running.
So yeah, that is its turn. After Arlantia, it's Gideon.
He will charge her.
All right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to jinx anything, but this is a plus 38 to hit.
Natural 1. Let's see it.
49 will hit.
30 points of damage.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah, and would you let me move on the charge all the way up to her, or would I have to stop short?
If you want to move all the way up to her because you're moving double speed.
Yeah, I want to move all the way up to her so that she can't so easily escape his grasp.
Also, would you... No, you're not flying with wings, so you don't have to worry about making flight checks when you take damage. Okay, we're good.
I do have wings, don't I?
Oh, you are flying with wings.
Yeah, you sprout white feathered wings, allowing you to fly at a speed of 30 feet. With
Yeah, then any
average
time that
movement.
you were taking damage, you would have had to make a fly check, but we'll just do that moving forward.
Oh, okay. What happens if I fail?
If you are flying and you take damage, you must make a fly check or lose 10 feet of altitude. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. What's the DC?
10.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That'll bring us from Gideon to Jessup.
We're kind of running out of options and peoples here.
Run towards the golem.
Why? What's he going to do?
I don't know. Get in its way.
I don't think it matters. It's like incorporeal
It'll be fine.
stuff.
It'll be fine.
Jessup's going to attempt to cast a level 3 spell defensively.
Okay.
Ooh, 24. Nice. Just displacement on himself.
Oh, nice.
And then I will going to switch my performance from Inspire Greatness back to Heroics on Jessup.
All right. Anything else?
I'm not going to move this turn. I'm going to stay. Well, I will 5-foot step back at least.
Okay. After Jessup, it is Kieran's turn.
Okay, Kieran will 5-foot fly here. Is that flanking or is that no flanking?
Yes.
All right, let me throw on a little bit of flank action. And then I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. So, Dragon Bite 1, 35, which I think is a
35
miss.
will miss.
Okay. Hasted with a +4, 35.
35 will miss.
So, Claw with a +4, natural 20 with a natural 20.
Roll it, let us do it. Come on, baby.
2. so
For those
natural-
listening, that's
yeah, natural 20, confirmed with a natural 20. For the third natural 20, it was a 2. I mean, for the third D20, it was a 2.
attempt. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, but that's a 100, D100.
Yep. D100.
25 again.
again.
Why? Why?
Oh my gosh.
Of all the numbers, why?
The amount I'm getting out of this fortification is absurd.
That's way too much for a 20. Surely the second, was that a nat 20 or a 19? Surely that must count for something, right?
Oh my good grief.
Oh, man.
Okay. Where am I? I'm on the second claw. Okay.
Second claw.
45.
45 will hit.
Okay, that's not a natural 19. First wing is a 31.
That'll
And
miss.
second wing is a 40.
Yeah, 44 will hit.
44. Great. Okay. So that's what? 1, 2, 3 hits? 2 claws
Yeah,
and
both
the wing?
claws and the wing.
So claw damage on the first one is 21 points of damage. Second claw is 25 points of damage. And the wing is 23 points of damage. And that's my turn. I 5-foot stepped and I full attacked.
All right, that brings us to Oran, who full round action uses the thing again.
No.
You never know.
No. That's too low of a chance. He's gonna cast us. Well, how far up is she now? Is she level with me now?
She is 25 feet above you.
Can I
Jump 5 feet in the
No.
air.
hang on to this ledge with my toesies?
No.
No.
Would you let him squeeze? Would you let him squeeze there and take the penalties to AC?
If you want to give a chance of falling off the ledge, I'll allow it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's.
What kind of chance?
It's only 50 feet down.
Yeah, what kind of
that.
chance?
I'm pretty
Acrobatics
low.
check.
I'm pretty low on health, guys. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm just trying to help you be useful.
You'll never be useful again.
I guess we'll use destruction instead.
Okay. Fortitude save, you say?
And that's a 21 DC. Probably can't fail unless a 1.
That's a 33.
I'll say it'll take half. Oh no, it doesn't take half. What does it do? It does 10d6. Ha! So you take 34.
34. All right.
And then, I don't know. I'm gonna move like, would it be squeezing for that circle or that square?
I'll allow that square.
Okay,
It's mostly covered.
I'll go there.
All right. That brings it to her turn. Ooh, what is she going to do?
Come 5 feet closer to me, please.
She's going to acrobatics to try to move without provoking. That is a 39 against your guys' CMDs.
Succeeds.
My CMD is 34.
Okay, so she is able to move all the way over here without provoking.
Well, she's also speedy.
And she's going to cast a spell. And you see that a wall of blades whirls up from the ground, and it will happen on this line that I draw once I get to the thing that lets me draw lines.
The ground, 50 feet down, all the way down here?
So it goes like this.
Oh, okay. That's.
Oh, from here.
Yeah,
Well, that
so
tickles.
20 feet long per level. So that's all the way across, basically. Oran and Jessup, you are inside of the wall. I need a reflex save.
Ha! Wow.
So Oran
2.
gets a 16, Jessup gets a 35.
Technically it'd be a 17, but yes.
17, yeah. So Wall of Force brings any creature with a reflex save for half damage.
Can I do spells?
Can you do spells?
Save for now.
On Oran?
Yeah. Did you fail?
I did. I guess. Did I fail at 17?
Well, did Jessup fail the 35? I hope not.
No, Oran failed. Jessup did not.
Okay, so I will do that on Oran, and my Spire Heroics will linger.
Oh, that's better. 29.
29. Okay, so you do both succeed.
Yay.
So you'll take half damage.
Thanks, Jessup.
Welcome.
So each of you will, oh goodness, take 29 points of damage.
Oh, gosh, this tickles.
I'm almost dead, guys.
And then as a swift action, she's actually going to have the ally switch over to try to take out Oran.
Oh, of course.
Jessup's free. I mean, oh no, Oran.
So one
Do I get to move? Do I get to move out of the wall since I passed my reflex save, or no?
Oh yes, you guys can move to either side of the wall that you'd like.
Okay.
Well, I can only move one direction. So.
No, I think you should just jump down.
Oh no!
So it only gets one attack. Natural 2 is going to miss, so you're good.
Oh, thank goodness.
That'll bring it to Gideon.
Is she 5-foot step rangeable?
Oh no, she flew down like 20 feet.
So she's on level with me now, pretty much.
She's 5 feet above Oran,
Yeah.
but on the other side of the wall of blades.
Man, this is really just, grinding my gears, you know?
No, I'm having a lot of fun. What are you talking about?
It's going great.
Let's see here. We'll just try to go at her again, I guess, and we'll he can charge down to her.
Yeah.
Same situation. He'll try to get right up in her face.
Okay, 42 will hit. All right. It's Gideon's turn. That brings us back up to Jessup.
You're free, Jessup.
I am. Is there, Jason, is it only an issue if we go through the wall, right? So I can stand parallel to it and I'm okay?
Yeah, you just can't go through it.
So can Jessup fly to, yeah?
Sure.
Okay. And Jessup will, so his performance was lingering. He's going to start it back up. He's actually going to start it up on Oran. So he's going to give Oran Inspire Heroics.
Oh, thank you.
And then Jessup will cast Spell. We'll do Heroic Finale again on Oran. So Oran, you have a standard or a move action.
That I can do right this second?
On my turn, correct. And you still have your full turn as normal.
I got this guy in my face.
You could channel or something. I mean, it's a freebie because you still get your
Yeah,
turn.
that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll channel.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, please.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. You're right.
Just make sure you exclude her.
Oh, thanks. I was concerned.
I prefer you exclude the summon there.
I'll include the summon. Actually, I don't need to exclude the summon because Gare heard it anyway. 27 points of damage back. Hey, that pretty much negated what I took from the thingy.
That's my plan.
Thank you,
can't
sir.
heal, but I can make you heal. Haha.
Yeah.
Joke on you. Okay, so move action. Yeah, I guess I'm good. Standard action. And that's going to linger for 2 rounds. Oran, but you still have that buff.
Okay.
Okay, that'll bring us from Jessup to Kieran.
Okay, Kieran is going to lie down in such a way to be blanking. Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay. And then I would like to quicken cast Sense Vitals. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I just want to use it.
Okay.
So that gives me potentially sneak attack. I don't know if she's got any shenanigans against sneak attack, but we'll see if I can even hit. So 1 attack with my bite
Gotcha. Okay.
is going to be not enough. So I still have that on for future. So I rolled a 34, which I think her AC is like a 36 or a 37. So close, but no
34 will
cigar.
miss.
That's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Oran's actual turn.
You could try to dispel the sword thingy, punching us in the face.
You could 5-foot step and cast any spell you like.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast a spell.
Here come.
Okay.
I give my life for you. I don't think they're demons. I don't think that'll work.
I don't know.
Oh, but we are playing
up.
No, I can't do it. Storm bolts.
So you cast Storm Bolts, and that does not affect allies.
Correct.
All right.
Yes, so I need a fort save.
That scales, man. All the way up to 20 level.
So Fortitude save is a very bad roll for a 27.
Yeah, that'll pass. The DC is 22. I mean, come on.
So 15 d8 and half of that.
D8. Yep, half of that. So 66,
Wow.
so 33.
That's a pretty good roll.
33. All right. She takes almost nothing.
Oh boy.
Wait, what?
Oh, also, does that have spell resistance?
It
Yeah,
does,
roll that
so,
too.
yeah.
Because she might
Yeah.
actually take nothing. 34. Okay, so she takes almost nothing.
No, okay, cool. What does she got? Like energy resistance 20 to electricity? That's
It
cool.
might be more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, whatever. Just kill me already.
It is her turn. She is going to move over here, and that will not provoke.
Because of the acrobatics.
No, because of his swift action, Grace. She'll then cast Heal. So she is at full health.
Jason wanted this to be done today, but like you're the one who's just gonna draw it out.
Oh,
Not my fault. You guys aren't doing damage.
I'm doing so much damage, dude.
Not my fault. Not my fault. Do better.
Apparently we did damage because she had to cast heal. So apparently she was down a lot.
Yeah, she's at full now. She's good to go. She smiles back. She's happy. Never been better. Gideon, it's your turn.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
Don't forget your little creature down there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Might as well give a pity slap.
Yeah,
I'll have him probably miss multiple times in a row.
it'll be a 40 is my AC.
Oh, yeah, goodness, no. Goodness, no. The highest of those was 30.
did she fly up?
No, she just went straight left. And by
All
left, I
right.
mean right.
Do I have the angle to get around her without provoking?
I don't know. You can try. I don't know if you have the distance for that.
Does that do it?
So moving there, that should do it. It's hard to see with a 2x2, but I think you're probably fine.
I will ready to attack for when I have. Now who needs flanking? Let's just kill her. I'll take a
Okay.
hit.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Well, see?
Natural one
yep.
misses.
See? Yep. We're good. Yep.
Top of round 11, we have Jessup.
Oh, Lord, Terry. Oh, boy. What to do? Jessup's delaying.
Okay. After Jessup is Kieran.
Okay, Kieran will quicken cast another scorching ray
All right.
at her. So this will be 3 spell things. Penetration,
Yes.
spell resistance, whatever. So 4
Yes.
higher on these rolls. So 33 and 19 and 35.
2 of those will go through.
So once again, the middle one fails. So first is 13. Oh shoot, I forgot she probably has. Oh, that was electricity though. This is fire. So 13 and 13.
All right.
All right, so that's the spell, and then I will move to be in flanking, and I will. Oh shoot! Hold up! I actually have to roll to hit her on those.
That is also true.
Getting ahead of myself
And they're
here.
touch attacks, so
Yeah,
you're
they
probably
are.
fine.
So the first one is a 37, and then the last one is a 37.
Yes,
So,
those
okay.
are fine. You are
All
fine.
right, so then I'll put flanking back on, and then I'll make one attack with my bite. See what happens. A 31. Fun. All right, that's my turn.
Sadly, a 31 will not hit. Believe it or not.
It's like the game. It's like Roll20 is like, oh, haha, you put Sense Vitals on, and I'm just not going to give it to you. Good times.
Whoops, I've been using the wrong AC for her.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, it's
Probably
worse.
bad.
Yeah, her AC should be higher than what I've been doing. Well, whatever.
Wait, seriously? That sucks.
Jason has
That's
just
life.
decided that he doesn't want this session to end, or this fight to end this session.
Jessup will go after Kieran, so.
Okay, so I will move Jessup to be after Kieran.
Jessup's just gonna move action, pull out his bow, and he'll take a pew pew.
Okay.
Give it a shot. Why not? This will surely miss. 32.
32 will, in fact, miss.
Okay, well, he's gonna 5-foot flutter over here.
Okay.
And, actually, no, I'll go this way. Yeah, and then, that's cool. Turn.
That brings us to Oran, who is behind a wall of blades.
Can you 5-foot step and do a full round action?
Yes.
How far away is she? She's 60 feet?
She's
60 feet or
away.
no? Okay. I'll 5-foot step and give it a go. Reading off the Dryad song.
Okay.
See what happens. DC 28. Just gotta get a
Go
1
for
or
it.
2. You gotta roll it 1 or 2.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
so it's a will save.
that will be a 36.
Oh, whatever. Alright. No, that's my turn.
Gotcha. All right. After Oran, it is Arlantia. As a standard action, she's going to enact her Aura of Decay. Both Kieran and Gideon take 5 points of damage, and both of you take a -1 penalty to strength.
Oh no!
So a couple of things. 5 points of damage. That's magic, so that'll go through.
Yes, this is just like negative energy damage or something.
Next question: is this a ability damage? Like, what is this? Or is while you're in it, you have -1?
It just says penalty to strength.
Is that to my modifier? To my score?
So, an aura, standard action, living creatures except you take 1d6 points of damage. Cumulative -1 penalty to strength. Yeah, all it says is a -1 penalty to strength.
Okay. So that's, I guess, modifier. It'd have to be, or else it wouldn't do anything.
It sounds like it's similar to Ray of Enfeeblement, which is a... Yeah, so I think it's effectively like ability damage. It
Okay.
sounds like it.
Which means it wouldn't affect us yet.
Not yet, no. So that's your standard action. She is then going to just acrobatics to be over here. That is a 38 against both of your CMDs.
That passes.
Okay.
Yes.
So she will acrobatics over there as her move action, and that's her turn. Gideon.
Paragon Surge, Vital Strike. I get to pick a feat, and it's as if I had it. And I also get a +2 enhancement to Dexterity.
All right.
Man, I wish there was something useful I could do with a swift action. What round of combat is it?
It is round 11. Also, Gideon, did you cast like Divine Favor or anything on yourself?
I had, yeah.
Okay, because that's a 1 minute, so that'd be done in 10 rounds.
Yep.
So just so you're aware.
Yeah, I cast that near the end though, but I'll keep track of it. And yeah, we'll just do the same thing. Is she on our level again?
Yep, she just moved 20 feet laterally. I think that's the right word.
Well, not quite like that,
Oh
but
my gosh.
yeah,
What was
working
that
on it.
movement?
There we go.
Okay, so that is Gideon's turn. Brings us to Kieran.
All right, Kieran's going to do a quickened magic missile at her.
Okay.
So this will be 5 spell resistance rolls or caster level checks. So +4, so 29.
Okay.
Natural 20, 32.
Yep.
31.
Yep.
24.
Or no, but yeah.
And
3 of
then
those go through.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
3 of those go through.
So this will be what? 3d4 plus 3? 15. Wow, max 444. So 15 damage with that magic missile. Right. Oh, I guess I should have rolled it in the chat, but anyway. Then I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to roll... Or I'm sorry. I'm going to cast a Cone of Cold. I think I can cast it so it does not hit. Like if I move here, I can cast the cone.
Okay, if you move there, yes.
to not get
Yep.
Gideon.
If you move there, yes.
Okay. Rolling another caster level check against spell resistance, but I think because I failed that last roll, I do get the...
Does Zeal work on caster level checks?
I don't remember.
Because I can't remember if it said if it's on concentration or caster level. I can't remember. Every time that happens.
I don't think it does, because it says attack roll, save, skill check, concentration check, or ability check, so I don't think it does.
Okay.
Ooh,
Alright.
this may be bad then. I was kind of banking on that, but we'll just see what happens. So caster level check is not going to make it with a 14.
Oh,
Natural
no,
2.
That is not.
So that spell biffs, but at least I don't have to worry about quickening any more spells because I'm out of those.
Nice. Oh, you're out of all your high level spells?
Only 5 and 6. Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't used hardly anything else other than that, though. But
Nice.
that's my turn for now.
All right, Jessup, you're up.
All right, Jessup's going to move up.
Okay.
He's going to swift action, inspire greatness. He's going to put that on Kieran, Gideon, and Jessup. And then standard, I think he just might try to take a shot.
All right.
Yes, indeedy. Sure, why not? Yeah! Miss!
34 will miss.
I'm really good with this bow, I swear.
After Jessup, it goes to Oran. Still stuck behind the wall.
Behind a wall. So 5 foot step back. Ah.
Ah!
And I want to cast Summon Monster. 7.
All right, that brings us to Arlantia. And now that Jessup has moved within that 30-foot range, all 3 of you now will take 2 points of damage and another -1 to strength.
Oh man.
Kieran and Gideon, this will now start affecting you. Jessup only has a penalty of 1 so far. All right, and then on her turn, she is going to cast a spell. This one is, she's going to have to cast defensively. Okay, yeah, that's fine. She can fail that one, but it's almost impossible. So she's going to cast defensively, and I need I believe this is a fortitude save from Gideon.
No touch.
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
It's just a close range spell. So yeah, fortitude save.
28.
28 will pass.
Okay.
So you will take 35 points of damage. Bottom of round 12, Gideon, it's your turn.
You gonna do the...
Oh yeah, the thing can probably miss.
He can certainly try.
Yeah, it's a miss. Carry on, Gideon.
I'll delay until after Kieran's turn.
So that would take us to the top of round 13. We would start with Kieran, but I'm gonna call it for now.
No.
Oh boy.
So keep in mind all of your rounds per level spells and such. They will start running out soon. So make sure you're tracking durations on those. It has been 13 rounds, so yes. All right. That is where we will leave it off this week. A lot has happened in this combat, but it looks like she will be a persistent enemy. We will see how it goes next time.